they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 and two-thirds percent, I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the last standing Samoan no more. He is Big Rig Nick Udale.
You almost
Bombay bad boy.
You almost messed up.
I'm on my limit of letter B's today. I'm sorry. Okay. What up, Nick? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just
Exactly.
trying to catch up on all these movies. Glad I didn't watch The Acolyte and waste my time.
Buddy,
been good.
You should be glad you haven't watched The Crow. That's what you need to focus on. Don't worry about Star Wars. You're done. That's dead to you. I'll take the brunt of that.
Fair enough.
And folks, we'll talk about The Acolyte.
Yep. Jeff will take that load.
Can we use a different... Anyway,
it's a load that he can carry.
It's a load that he can carry. Just all over here. You know?
Oh, God. Don't forget your chest, Nick.
I had a thought the other day that I've been thinking about the last few days because I saw a video pop up on some YouTube channel. I didn't watch it, but it was about how Mark Hamill's lost his mind. And I was thinking about it. And I'm like, most people's favorite incarnation of Mark Hamill is the OT Star Wars trilogy, the original trilogy. Luke. Some's favorite is Joker, the voice of in the Batman cartoons and all the animated stuff that he did. My favorite has to be, though, as Cockknocker from Jay and Silly Bob Strike Back. I think that was the best use ever of Mark Hamill, with a distant second, but up there in the big red one.
Well, folks, we're going to be talking about a lot of Mark Hamill. Well, some Mark Hamill. We kind of talked about it on Tuesday. We don't want to be redundant. We're not going to give you the same show twice in 1 week, are we? No, we're world class. You expect a lot more. So let's talk about what you can expect, and Sejorjan Super Chat, and a whole lot more. But folks, real quick, here's some quick housekeeping news. Please send in your surveys for Woke Busters. The campaign was a success. It is over. I'm just waiting to hear back from everybody. The book goes to print in a few days, and then that's it. And then it gets shipped out directly to you. So this has been a smooth process. Everything's great. There's not a lot to say, but if you got any questions, you know how to contact me right here in the chat or info@worldclassbullshitters.com. Also, too, folks, next week, keep your weekend open because Nick and I will be at Dragon Con and you'll be seeing clips and stuff the whole weekend. So you don't want to miss out on Dragon Con. It's one of the premier pop culture events of the season, and WCBS will be there, of course. So if you're in the Atlanta area or the greater Atlanta area, or if Dragon Con is such a draw that you come from out of state, like I did, well, folks, WCBS will be there in present. And we will also be giving away some of these just for fun. So if you meet us, come get a WCBS card, a business card, if you will. They don't really have much in the ways of contact information besides this, but they're nice. They're embossed and they're laminated. Yeah, we got spot. I put world class quality in these business cards. Nick, we've had them for a while. After we get rid of these, let's upgrade them. Let's get Rick Astley.
Should we get some? Should we get some bone white ones?
Yeah, with a watermark.
With a watermark and a QR code and an NFC tag in the back of it, so you can just tap somebody's phone and all of our information blows up on the screen.
You need to stop. I'm going to start making these.
As long as my business card will cause some stockbroker who works in mergers and acquisitions to lose his mind and want to strangle me in a bathroom, then that's a good
Listen,
business card
I
to
don't
have.
listen, Kendo. I don't kink shame, right? Whatever you want to do, buddy. Okay, whatever you want to do,
So
man.
that's the type of business card I want. I want one that's going to drive a psychopath nuts.
To commit Harry Carey, is that what you want?
Yeah.
All right, Mrs. Walsh.
Get it. I want a pale Nimbus.
So, folks, there's going to be more housekeeping. I'm sure we'll talk about that in just a moment. Be on the lookout for videos. Be on the lookout for the Crow review tomorrow and a whole lot more. But let's hang out with you guys because this is fun. Georgian with a massive $50 super chat. Thank you very much, Georgian, for your support. Let's give a math lesson to the Acolyte fans, courtesy of Professor Steiner. After he goes through the numbers, it spells disaster for Lucasfilm and Disney. Hello, Dion. Angry horse noises. Well, Georgian, as soon as Dion shows up, we will ambush him with some horse talk. So don't worry. We're going to make sure you get the most bang for your buck. But speaking of bang for buck, the Acolyte is no bang at all. You just paid and you got nothing. You lose good
No
days.
bang, no buck.
No buck, no bang bros either. But the only people that got
bang
hosed,
bus.
yeah, when they leave him out in the middle of nowhere.
That was so weird. That was so weird.
Watch the
Comedy
Oh,
Comedy and porn is a weird intersection to me, but it worked.
Yeah, but if you show a picture of that room with that particular black on the couch, everyone's gonna be like, I know what that is.
That's true.
There are seminal images all burned into our
Don't
minds.
say seminal. Don't say seminal.
Yeah.
I said seminal, not seminal.
Either way, there's a lot of the same letters in both words.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Fine. Let's add to the list of words that are banned from world-class bullshitters. Seminal. There we go.
No,
folks.
seminal's a fine word. Just when we're talking about a certain type of couch or a fake taxi of some sorts, you probably don't
That's a
want to
real
use
cab,
seminal.
man.
Or
Spend time in London.
or
You know
getting
what's up.
or you know some person's family member getting stuck in a piece of laundry.
Yeah.
You don't or under some furniture. You don't say that word. You just don't say it.
Yeah. It's just we don't need it's.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, so Georgian, to directly address your super chat, like we said in the video, folks, the Acolyte cost $180 million. That's $22.5 million an episode. There are dozens. You can make dozens, literally dozens of movies for the price that Disney spent on the Acolyte. For what? Some douchebag showrunner's fantasy about her sister and a bunch of diversity. Hey, if it was a good story, nobody would ever complain about diversity. We're past that as a society. But the shows are all crap, and so when people ever talk, oh, you can't talk about that show, it's impactful to me. It means so much. It represents the underrepresented. Yeah, and CM Punk was the voice of the voiceless. Yet all you people do is chant what? Shut up, okay? We can hear you. We don't want to hear you. Disney hears you. All right, you change.org position. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to change. The show was terrible, and
nobody cares about the Crapolite.
If all those people who voted for the change.org petition actually paid one year annual fee for Disney Plus and watched the Acolyte, they'd probably make somewhat of a dent, or not. I don't know.
They wouldn't make a dent because as of this morning when I recorded the video, it had like 7,000 people, right? So what's 7,000 times $10?
$70,000.
Exactly. Is that $70,000 really going to take a huge chunk off the Acolyte's $180 million budget?
Folks, if you're listening in the chat, and I know you are, if you want, you can send me $70,000 and I'll watch the Acolyte and tell you that it had an impact on me and sign the petition.
Yeah, folks. You can info at worldclassbullshitters.com is the PayPal email address. A cool $70K will go a long way here. So,
yeah. We're gonna buy a lot of Bitcoin for that.
Yeah, that's like almost a year's salary for no work. It's great.
It'd be great.
Yeah, I want to know where the $180 million went to because it wasn't on screen. We were talking Script Doctor.
Did anybody check Leslie Empty Headland's offshore bank account? Because that might be where it went.
Look into her forehead. She stores all the money, right?
No. She spent it on a bunch of Subarus.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like with The Room. The joke on set was that it was a giant money laundering operation. Maybe that's what the Acolyte was. It was her telling the story about how she wanted to scissor her sister or some bullshit, and she wanted to launder $180 million of the mouse's money.
Well, I mean, and anything to probably cut into their taxes. I'm sure the money that the show went, they can probably be like, okay, it didn't make this much. It's a loss.
What if we
Whatever.
find out that all agenda-driven entertainment is just for tax write-offs and none of it matters? Like, what do you think all those people?
That could be it. That
would make a lot of sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense, really.
But here's the question, though:
if it's just a giant money laundering Ponzi scheme,
what do all the people that identify with this crap online do? Do they just keep doubling down even though they know it's fake?
Well,
and spending their money.
Well, no, they don't spend their money. They don't watch this stuff. They're the ones as soon as they hear that it's getting canceled or it's canceled, they'll yell from the rooftops. And that meme with that woman in the street yelling, "No!" Like they're gonna be like that, but then they're the ones who will not spend the money and watch it and give it their time and effort and try to keep it alive. They just won't. It's not gonna happen.
So horror fans.
Oh yeah.
God damn. Kendo's going for the jugular tonight.
Is he wrong?
No, he's not. No, he's
not.
not.
The lie, sir.
He's not, man. You still have some. We still have some fucking leftover feelings for the Evil Dead show.
Yep. There's an axe there for me to grind that will never ever be sharp.
Listen, I give it to you. I'm right there with you because that was an amazing show. It was a wonderful show. We got 3 wonderful seasons. We should have got 5, but
that game's damn good too.
That game is well. Yeah, I think the game is offline, or is it still going?
It's fine. That's Friday the 13th. The Evil Dead's a huge hit game. They just added new shit.
Okay, gotcha.
They added all the stuff from the Ash versus Evil Dead TV show. You can play as all the versions of Ash. You can play as the guy and the girl from that show. You can even play as the Deadites and shit from the original movies. You should get a copy. We should all play.
Now that I have a brand new sex box, Series X, that's like a giant monolith of, sexual.
It does look like a monolith, doesn't it? It does look like a fucking monolith, doesn't it?
That's the first, dude. When I messaged my buddy Brandon the other day, I was like, I have finally upgraded the sex box. He goes, how do you enjoy that big monolith in front of your TV? I'm like, it's actually behind the TV, so I don't have to actually see it. Because it would be very much in the way. So, maybe I should do that.
Keep your animals away from it, because when I moved from California, I unplugged mine to pack it up. I pulled out balls of cat hair and dander and shit because it's a double fan. So now I got mine on its side where it sucks in from the back and shoots out like the front of my entertainment center.
I bet it sucks in from the back.
Oh yeah, man, it's like Mega Made. It sucks in from
the back and blows out the front.
12 minutes into the show, we're still on this subject.
Yeah.
Welcome to world-class perverted shitters, or whatever we're going to call ourselves.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
So
somebody in Germany's getting turned on right now.
Oh yeah, talk about the Shiza.
Just one of it.
So are you suggesting I turn my monolith onto its side and I just have a massive brick?
No, I'm just saying I had to because I bought an entertainment stand that doesn't fit it. So
okay, so I should get the Ash and Evil Dead game though, because
yes,
pretty much all I've done is played a few games of college football and Cricket 24.
You got a friend me on there.
It's amazing how fast this thing loads compared to the other Xbox. Like the Xbox One X, that would load over a couple minutes. Like if I put on like one of these games, it's just like done. I'm like,
too bad you bought yours now, because they have a brand new model coming out in 2 weeks.
Okay,
they do
with double the space on the hard drive. Like
I need to get a little hard drive thing for mine so I can put more games.
Don't really play a whole lot of games though. Like I'll play like 4 games.
That's the thing. I have the same system. You will play 4 games. It'll take up your whole terabyte of storage, and you'll go, fuck. That's why you have to buy an external, because the good people at Microsoft know what they're doing. Oh, and your quick loads that you love so much, if you put it on an external hard drive, no quick load, no nothing. Every time you start it, it's going to suck.
For starters, nobody wants to have a quick load, Jeff. So
there's some ladies who just want to get it over with.
Well, it depends on who it is. I mean, sometimes it's just like, I just got to get this shit over with and go home. But, you don't want a quick load there. Maybe her now, but like not 1986.
Oh, God, no. 1986. Never mind. I wasn't alive in 1986, so I can't talk about this. But, yeah, guys, the Acolyte numbers, says Georgian, are an embarrassment. There's really nothing left to do with it. And I know that people had been talking about how there were no toys or merchandise anymore, and then it started to pop up again, like 3 random shirts. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Acolyte goes the way of Willow and disappears. They've done it before. They've made shows disappear for tax reasons.
There was a space movie that they had that disappeared off their platform. It's all of a sudden like you could acquire by their means,
But
but it
bro,
just was gone.
Batgirl was made from
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, and they just erased it. Oh, tax reasons.
Yeah, even I just heard recently that the I think the toys from the Disney website for the Acolyte are gone. The page is 404 error. It's
Yep,
gone.
they changed it again because I'm making a video on it tomorrow because yeah, we had another one come out today. But yeah, I've seen that stuff, and I get tagged constantly on Twitter. They're going to Ollie's. They're going to Ollie's. You'll see some stuff show up at Ollie's. You got to remember, Obi-Wan and a lot of those shows, the merchandise was produced right after the pandemic. There were a lot of distribution issues. There's a reason. Like those things didn't sell. Don't get me wrong. That's the truth. But the amount that exists currently, I don't think Hasbro's dumb enough to. Well, no, I'm going to pull that back. I'm sorry. I'm done. You know why? My whole thesis was they're not going to produce that much. The shit that is post-pandemic is at Ollie's already. Like the Obi-Wan show stuff, they made a ton of that. Yep, it's going to be at Ollie's. I'm sorry, folks. I had to talk my way out of that. Trying to be logical. I know.
I love how you set out to prove it wrong, only to prove it right, and say, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck Disney. This stuff's going to Ollie's. It's going to be bargain bin before we know it."
Oh God, those figures are going to be turned into plastic bricks for some third world house or something. I don't know.
The kids that all have their, San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl 58 champion shirts are going to be running around with their, Acolyte toys and everything like that in their huts and be like, "Oh yeah, this must be a great show. Look at all these toys."
I got May and I got OSHA. Yay! Kids don't want to play with Superman. Nah, not. Oh shit, that one. Not Superman. No. We want the Acolyte. Don't you guys
You fucked up, Jeff. You fucked up.
We want the Scissor Sisters.
The Scissor Sisters.
I mean, that's
oh God, I think one of my friends is making that movie.
They should try to contact the real Scissor Sisters and license their music. They had a hit any which way you can. It's weird.
Sure.
It's the Acolyte of music. But Shazorjan, thank you very much for your massively generous super chat. Folks, give some love to Shazorjan for helping support WCBS the way he does always. For years, Shazorjan, you've been a great fan. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody here tonight, folks. Do us a favor. Let us know you appreciate us by hitting that thumbs up button so we can have fun and beat the YouTube algorithm together. Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU, and Doctor Who says, better career, Mark Hamill or William Shatner? Tough question.
Ooh.
Easy question. William Shatner.
Shatner, because, well, he had Star Trek. He had some other iconic things. And
TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker.
Hooker.
He had the Twilight Zone 2 really good episodes.
Also, William Shatner is an award-winning actor multiple times over for Boston Legal.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Mark Hamill's award for anything? Like a Saturn Award? I love Luke Skywalker, but come on now. Luke Skywalker is not an Oscar-winning performance. Neither is Captain Kirk. But I mean, realistically, if you just look at everything William Shatner's done, he has 255 credits on IMDb. And yeah, a lot of it's like nothing TV shows or stuff like that. But I think when, Taylor Swift, the thing is, if you look at the pop culture landscape of Captain Kirk versus Luke Skywalker, then the comparison really comes up and you can talk about it. But when Star Wars went away, Mark Hamill just kind of did too.
Went away with it.
Yeah, he did TV shows, he did some movies, The Guyver, all this other stuff. But like I try to stress to everybody on the High Council this week, in the 90s when Batman the Animated Series came on, nobody knew that was Mark Hamill, and you didn't really care. And then it was like 10 years after the show was over, you're like, wait, Luke Skywalker was the Joker? Like you guys with the internet that grew up with it the way you did, like we grew up with it technically, but it wasn't in every household, okay? You had tons of friends who didn't have a computer. And so it wasn't common knowledge. And
you also didn't sit on it all day either. You actually went outside and did stuff.
Yeah, you had your time. Those 53 hours a month lasted a month.
I remember that.
Yeah. Getting on the internet was a pain in the ass ordeal that you typically only did it just for a little while, and then you got fed up with how slow everything was going, and you're like, fuck this, I'm going to go hang out.
They promised me I could do all these wonderful things on the internet, and all you can do is like watch a dial-up thing and maybe like explore encyclopedia.
You can watch a 15-minute like wave video or 15-second video wave video after you download it for about 38 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what
I'd love to do to troll the world is for like
Go back to 56K.
for a day. Like
For a day.
take
Dude,
all the internet speeds and lower it down to what was it? 20? What's the one below 56? 26K modem?
28.8.
Yeah, let's go that low because
jeez.
yeah, like we'll do it on a Wednesday, folks, where we're not
On
streaming.
Wednesday.
We're hanging out doing our own thing. The world will shut down. Oh my god, I'd love it.
Gen Z would lose their minds.
Yeah. I'll be like, well, luckily for me, I can play plenty of games that are not online. And worst case scenario, I can read this book.
Yeah.
Dude. Speaking of things like that, I was at the grocery store the other day, and the lights like flickered, and all the credit card machines like went off. And luckily, I had cash, so I could like get through the line and get my stuff out quickly. But everybody else had cards, and it was one of those things where like the card machines didn't work, and you had to go like to the customer service desk, and there was a giant line for it. But the woman, like every aisle, gave people a little receipt and said, "Oh, go to the customer service and go pay for your stuff." And it was like an hour-long line of just people trying to pay for all of their shit, and it was hilarious how like I just had cash, I got it immediately and left.
Is cash the future?
No, cash is still king. That's what it is.
Oh, dude, I went somewhere and they're like, we don't take cash here anymore, and I left. Like, just I wasn't even paying with cash. I was paying with a card, but on principle, I was like, you know what? You're too hipster of a cheeseburger restaurant. I'm getting fucked.
Yeah, and it's funny because their reasoning is like, oh, because we don't want people to steal, to break into our place and and take the cash. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
No,
because
it's an asinine
businesses
reason.
forever have not had to deal with it. It's called bank deposit. Okay.
Yeah.
My mom was a restaurant manager for many years. I've been with her many times where you take the deposit to the bank at midnight because the restaurant's closed. So anyway, modern problems. Let's talk about a problem we don't have. A word of the day. We got that from our friend Troubles08. The word of the day is plots. The Acolyte without plots. The death of plots. Thelma and Plots. How Stella got her plots back, and a fistful of plots. So it's like a German city. Okay. Jingle all the plots.
Jingle all the plots.
Hot tub plots machine. I mean, wait, are we talking like plots as in like to plots as in
PLOTZ?
So just to drop dead to your plots.
Yeah, like death to Plotsy.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the ones that have death in the title and that actually makes sense.
28 plots later.
Yeah.
A good day to plots hard.
Yeah, the plot strikes back.
The plots
of grandma. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Plots.
Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for plots, Julie Newmar.
Yeah.
That works.
Dion loves that movie.
Of course he does.
I'm not joking.
Oh, I'm sure you're not.
Thank you to Troubles08 for always providing our wonderful word of the day, folks. Troubles08 is also another member of the channel. Look at everybody. Thank you, but show some extra love to Troubles08 as well. Our friend Gunnar asked for this. Jam Oh yeah,
I haven't had that in a while. That's nice.
That's my favorite button.
Never gets old.
Not because it's me. It's just my favorite one. Xavier to God says the Xbox Series X is a mini fridge, and so that made Microsoft actually make a mini fridge that looks like it. I've almost
heard about that. I heard about that. If you stick your Xbox Series X in the mini fridge, it works better.
It'll run better. It's like air. It's better than water cooling.
Yeah.
Remember when that was a thing back in the early 2000s? Oh my god,
it's still a thing. It's still a thing.
But it was like such a big deal. I was like, oh my god, a water cooled system? No way.
Yeah, now it's a requirement. Like you have to have it in order to run any sort of gaming rig, and even now I think they have GPU water cooling as well. So it's
Mr. Freeze should go into business in a Batman comic book where he patents a like Mr. Freeze USB port thing that like freezes your computer and keeps it cool. He could make billions and go clean. That's the new Mr. Freeze port. I'm writing that one down. I'm gonna get sued by DC, but I'm gonna make that story. I'll even make it full of Arnold Schwarzenegger puns.
Oh, please do.
Well, the thing is, you don't even have to call him Mr. Freeze. You could just call him Chili McFreeze or something like that.
I think Vince McMahon might try to sue us. His dumbass still has the copyright on that one.
Yeah, call him Chili McFreeze and make him look like Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Hollywood blonde, stunning Steve Austin.
We should just make it look like Goldberg. That's an even better joke.
That could work.
Thank you to Xavier to God. What is your favorite Xbox game, Xavier to God? Currently, I'm playing Crash Bandicoot and Callisto Protocol's next. And what else am I playing?
Callisto
Mafia.
Protocol's good. It's a darker version of what is it? Space.
Dead Space?
Dead Space, yeah.
Dead Space was fun back in the day.
Dude, I got the remaster. It's still fun. 1 and 2 are great. 3 shits the bed with the whole gun dynamics.
Well,
Terrible.
Joel, when 3 came out, Joel gave me GameStop was giving you a free copy of 2 if you pre-ordered part 3, and so he's like, I already got 2. You want it? So I had a free copy of Dead Space 2. Never played. Like
2's like 1 and 2 are good, but then 3 they tried redoing the upgrades for the guns, and it just was terrible. It was really bad. It just didn't work anymore.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Plotsamon, Plot Space, Vera Plots, to Plots and Not Plots, Beverly Hills Plots,
Plots at Bernie's.
We just need to do a review of Weekend at Bernie's. It's the dumbest movie ever made that I love.
It's
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm kind of surprised they haven't made a weird part 3 or done a remake, because it's very easy to redo that movie, and I wouldn't be mad at it because it's a very simple concept.
We should remake it and see if the rights holders come after us, and then maybe we could sell it to them.
Probably.
We call it Weekend at Barney's and see if they notice.
Let's make Weekend at Barney's. It'll be about
No. We need to keep within theme of the podcast. Weekend at Dion's. Come on now.
Okay. Oh man, we're gonna go to Big John Steak and Onion and get. Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun and drink so much. That's what Weekend at Dion's.
That's exactly what we would do. Weekend at Dion's. Come on now.
Remember Who Killed Phil? A Murder Mystery, our old movie idea from back in the day.
That was so much fun. That was such a good idea.
we should still play around that in the future,
Oh, definitely.
Folks, if you don't know what Who Killed Phil? A Murder Mystery is, it was about our friend who is a diabetic, and we the podcast goes to meet a super fan named Kendo. This is before Kendo was on the show, and we thought it'd be this funny idea. We go out to this guy's house in the middle of nowhere, and he's super nice and above board. But then Phil died, and so it becomes Clue, who killed Phil? And I'm not going to tell you the ending joke because we'll make it one day. But yeah, it's a real thing. Overkill 161, thank you very much. He says the power of 1, the power of 2, the power of wait, series canceled? Just the power of none. Jamaram. Well, since we got 1, I guess we got to play Jamaram.
Ram that Jamaram.
Yeah. Ram that. I can't express to you guys enough just how much I love it's Leslie Headland in the final 2 weeks of the show. Oh, the second season of The Acolyte is going to be great. We have all these twists and turns and Easter eggs we've sprinkled in. Yeah, lady, that ain't happening. What's happening is nothing. I love it. Hey, we're going to include Yoda. Nope, no, we're not. We're going to mess with the lore of the show. All right, well, nobody watched it, so who cares? That's a problem.
What comes first? Season 2 of The Acolyte or Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy?
You know what? The world will explode. You'll never know what will. You can't have the Acolyte and Rian Johnson trilogy at the same time. But man, I wish we could. I'd like to see them both come out and the world explode. What about you, Nick? What do you think will come out first? Folks in the chat, we're going to read your messages. What do you think's coming out first?
Probably Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy, unfortunately. But I'm still waiting for Simpsons to die in my time. I really want that to happen.
You'll die before the Simpsons will. Sorry, Nick.
God, I really want that show to die.
The voices.
I really want that show to shit the bed.
It's already shit the bed. It shit the bed.
Well, I mean, I wanted to
die and all that.
Yeah, die. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It shit the bed with Seymour Skinner, Armin Tanzarian, not the real Seymour Skinner.
That was stupid. Oh my God.
Even then, let's see, season 9. So I was 16, 17 at the time. I'm like, this is stupid. Why would they do that? Not realizing that in 20 something years, I'd be watching multiple videos about the day the Simpsons died being that episode. But it definitely shit the bed even further into season 10, because 9 was hit and miss, 10 was more miss than hit, and then it was just done after that. Everything, nothing mattered. None of the shows past mattered anymore. It was all jerk ass Homer and what stupid shit can we come up with this week?
It became Family
Or
Guy.
how can we be more like the South Park and not well?
You know, I don't think any people or enough people put that in their videos. Like, there's definitely the influence of South Park that changed The Simpsons. And the funny thing is, South Park has stayed more consistent in its almost 30 years, 26 years at this point, 27 years, than The Simpsons ever has. And South Park's going to come out on top at the end of the day. Like, The Simpsons, actually, I don't think The Simpsons will beat South Park in terms of seasons either. I think South Park will stick around as long and then beat it by one season just because those guys will do it as a joke. It's an easy show to produce. They make bank.
What's also hilarious is that there was an episode of South Park which feels like it just came out a few seasons ago, but it was probably about 20 fucking years ago, about The Simpsons did it. And essentially how The Simpsons have already done everything in the animated comedy show realm and everything like that. But the fact is that South Park has like come to surpass The Simpsons. And originally it was just like, oh, they're vulgar and it's crazy how they do things. And now it's just like, they just tell better fucking stories.
To our friend Phil, screenwolf.com, you should do Weekend at Solos as a sequel to Stealing Solo. I am deep in
Weekend
production
at
of Stealing Solo.
Solos.
I do. I love the name. Maybe we'll buy a website for it. But folks, Stealing Solo 2 is like mostly written. And I don't mean just like, hey guys, I got an idea in this notebook here. It's like, oh no, I sat down and wrote the dialogue. Like we're past like, hey, it's a joke. It's, oh, this book will be done. So be on the lookout for it. And it is hilarious, if I may say so myself. It's really, I can't even share it with you guys yet because I don't want to ruin the surprise. Because once I tell you the like surprise twist, and it doesn't ruin the story, it like amplifies.
Calm down, M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh no. M. Night Shyamalan puts this twist at the end. This isn't a twist. This just becomes something much different. And
oh, what a twist!
You'll love it. But I wanted to thank you to our friend Phil. And yeah, folks, just remind you guys, Weekend at Luke's. Well, you know, the sequel's about Mark Hamill kidnapping the guys. That's not a secret. I've told that story many times. God, it's nuts. Xavier God, thank you very much. Will it be a sequel to Weekend at Palpy's? Yeah, it can be. Xavier God says, it's hard for me to pick my favorite game because there's so many I can say, but I had to pick Xbox exclusives, either Saints Row 1 or Halo 3. Good games. Ooh. Good games. Sorry to say so many times. I use AI to remove it. No, I like Saints Row 1, but 2 was better. It had a better soundtrack, had everyone's mm world in it. It had a better map. It had better customization. Saints Row 1 is like a 7 out of 10 for me. Good game. Very good game. Glad I bought it. Second one, 9. I love it. Better than GTA 4. I know it's a hot take, but GTA 4 sucks. It's the most overrated video game ever made.
Not nearly what Saints Row 2 was. Saints Row 2 was one of those games that I would go back to and keep playing, whereas GTA 4, once I got through most of the storyline, I'm like, this just isn't as good.
I'll never forget, I stopped playing GTA 4 for such a long period of time, and then I finally finished it on my birthday, and I went, wow, that was underwhelming. So I went out with my birthday cash and bought Saints Row 2 that day, and that kind of fixed it for me. So, here we go. This is my favorite one of the day. Pokemon Fan 18, Weekend at Like and Sub to WCBS. That is my favorite movie right there. Folks, let's go to the theater, get your large popcorn, and let's watch Weekend at Like and Sub to WCBS. I'm taking a screenshot of that one. That's going to be saved in the archives. I like that one, Pokemon Fan. Thank you. Plots and plots again. Oh, Ash Ketchum. We're going to be talking about The Crow in just a moment when Dion gets here. He went out and saw it, and, well, it's going to be an interesting debate. No.
Spoiler alert, Brandon Lee is not in the movie.
Is he not?
Well, he wasn't in much of the first one either.
Easy, killer. I was just making a semi-tasteless joke. You went further. That's not cool.
Not as far as that bullet did.
Jesus Christ. I can't do this anymore.
All right, folks. Well, now that Kendo has left the show, it's now Nick and I. So, Nick, Schlocktoberfest is going to be pretty hot this year. It's Schlocktoberfest rock the 80s. What's up? All right, we're back.
I just wanted to turn my light on.
That's okay. It looks like I'm in the dark here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on. But, you know, the shitty camera. I can put my camera into the light, though. That'll pick it up that way.
There you go.
You guys want to watch this podcast? Welcome to World Class Bullshitters. Honestly, this would be the worst stream ever. We should all do a stream like this.
It looks like you're trying to do a Tron thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I am, Nick. It's Jeff Legacy.
Do it like that. Just see how long it takes everybody to just be like, "Fuck this" and quit.
Well, the thing is, it's really not that intrusive because it's just like a light circle on the screen now, so it's kind of dumb. And now I'm back.
And we're back.
This is not one of our drunk commentaries, folks, but if you are a patron, you can go and watch Aliens with us starting this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Lightbringer stream. So maybe move it out behind you. I got them all over me. HP Lovecraft, we're just waiting on Dion to get here, and we're going to talk about The Crow at great lengths because there's a lot to say about it. And Dion is right here. You know what? Hold on a second. Dion, you have earned this. You've been my friend for so long, and now that you just magically appeared on the show, you got to do this.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Give him the clap.
Yeah, Dion got the clap on August 22nd of 2024. What is the half-life of chlamydia, Google?
Jeez.
Using that moonshine, nice.
Depends on how
What's up, boys? My people, we in the house.
The audience is happy to have you here, Dion. We have Kevin, Dr. Coffin Nails, Tony the Tiger. He's great. He's happy to see you. So is Aurora Uplinks. Folks, let's start talking about all kinds of stuff, starting with The Crow. Thank you to everybody who's been hanging out with us so far tonight. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button to let us know that you enjoy this content and to let YouTube know that you enjoy this content.
Also, make sure you press the share button and then press copy, and that'll also help us rank higher on YouTube and help us get more viewers.
Yes, it will, folks, and that is what we all want. So we've been putting out a lot more stuff to get more people here, and it's been working. So thank you, guys. We appreciate the support. So, folks, the first part of this review will be spoiler-free, but from my perspective, don't worry about spoilers. That's all you got to worry about. That's all I'm going to say for right now. Okay, so, Dion, you and I have just witnessed a 2024 film titled The Crow, which is a remake, it's a readaptation of a 1987 comic book, which is world-renowned. It sold nearly 1 million copies. It was made into a 1994 film, which we all know and love, and there's a review and a commentary of it over on the Patreon, so you guys can watch it along with us if you feel so inclined. And be on the lookout tomorrow. We're dropping a few clips from that. So if you guys want some behind-the-scenes look at what WCBS patrons get, well, you're about to get that tomorrow, so make sure you follow us on all of our social media feeds. So we live in an era where remakes are regular. I mean, this isn't the first remake we've had this year. But we get them all the time. They remake TV shows, they remake movies, they remake video games. We all love it. We're all so excited about that every week. And now we got a remake of The Crow. And when we did the trailer review a few months back, I was the most positive on the review of the trailer. I thought it looked interesting. I thought it kind of looked like John Wick. I was like, all right, it's not The Crow, but it looks like a decent action movie. And everyone else was like, we'll wait and see. And it's funny, Dion, because I remember you had that reaction to it. You're like, this looked that good. I think you're kind of crazy, my man. You kind of were telling me that I look crazy, talking about how it looked decent. And now the roles are reversed. Let me do this real quick since we're both talking here. You liked this movie. I thought this was a goddamn waste of time. Let's have some fun talking about this movie. That's your intro, folks. We're here to talk about The Crow. Without going into any details, Dion, just under a minute, yes or no, did you like it and why?
I did like it. Definitely a yes. The big why is it starts off so slow, but based on, especially when you're someone who's a bit of a cinephile and you watch the credits, you get the context of how and why it's made. But at the same time, the totality of the movie, while it is a bit of a slog, you get through it. And once you get to the end and you're like, okay, I like it. And it could be tighter, but at the same time, it lands in the good category.
For anybody out there that's wondering, no, this movie doesn't preach to you. It's not woke at all. Like zero. Like at all. Like I know people are out there looking for it so they can make YouTube videos. It's a shit, from my opinion, it's a shit movie for many reasons. Like Dion, you were not lying when you said that it starts out slow. I looked at my watch so many goddamn times when I watched this movie, and you know what? There was a moment. Remember the shot?
That's why you're my boy.
Remember the shot when he is driving up to the mansion at the end in the Lotus? At that moment, I went, "Oh, thank God, this movie's over," because the action was on point. I dug it. You know, when he's in the opera house, that's a bitchin' scene. We have not seen a lot of shit like that. That's the kind of thing, you know, I'm looking for in a movie that I'm going to give it bonus points. But the fact that they took the story of The Crow and made it about drug addicts with mullets and earrings, and like, if you like the comic book of The Crow or you like the Brandon Lee movie and you find it special or hold it sacred because of the meaning of the film or what happened around it, don't watch this movie. This ain't The Crow. This is something else called The Crow. This movie starts out in drug rehab, and it's about a demon and a fucking cell phone, and the fact that a girl has a video on her phone that she shouldn't have, and a demon sends a hit squad after her, and she...
Listen. Like I said, there are parts that could be tighter.
This is like
he's not wrong. He's not wrong
Canyon of
at
movies,
all.
bro. This is a hot dog in a hallway movie.
Oh my God.
No, it's not that bad. He's exaggerating a little bit, but at the same time, nothing Jeff has said is wrong at all. Like at all.
I like how you're trying to tell me that stuff when you look at him looking at you right there and tell me, oh my, I can't right now.
That part was cool.
Yeah, like the part when he has this on is the least egregious part of the movie. And if I'm not gonna lie to you folks and say, oh, this movie is 0 out of 10, blah blah blah. But my big complaint, and I'm starting out quick here, hot, if you will, as I take off this jacket as I'm melting.
Yeah,
My big problem with this movie is the fact that The Crow is such a special situation, not for a good reason, but it's a story about a guy who's killed and comes back. Well, sadly, Brandon Lee died, but The Crow comes out and his legacy lives on forever, much like the character does, live forever because he's undead. And so The Crow is always this weird yet perfect, yet like oddly whatever movie where life imitated art, and it just was this thing. And yes, there's the sequels that are garbage, like the Edward Furlong one or the one with Trini from the Power Rangers. And so it's not a good franchise, but it's a great movie. And now there's this movie. And I don't know where I would... What?
Wicked Prayer is fun.
Is that the one with David Boreanaz?
Yeah, and Edward Furlong.
We were fucked up when we watched that one, remember?
We were very intoxicated when we watched that.
It's like I'm done in like 8 minutes. I'm like, I can't do this one. There were so many bad Crow things. But let's start talking about this movie. I'll give you a basic outline, folks. You can decide if you want to see it based on that. But seriously, the story is about the cell phone and the demon. The girl gets herself caught to protect herself from getting killed. They send her to rehab. She meets Eric Draven in rehab. They fall in love. They escape rehab. They go on a drug bender for a weekend. They get caught. They get killed. He comes back and seeks revenge. Then he trades his soul for hers. She comes back to life. He stays dead. That's The Crow 2024.
Yes.
That's the movie. Now, Dion, tell me what you loved about it, because I'm not going to rip on you. I just want to rip on the movie.
No, you're fine. It is one thing I loved about it 100% is that if this movie came out in 2003 and say it's not Skarsgård, it's Shane West or some shit, this movie would have been a big deal. It definitely came out a decade too late. That being said, well, shit, more than a decade too late, 20 years too late. I'm sorry, guys. We are not old. It came out 20 years too late, but it gave you enough where, especially when I messaged the group, I was like, yo, why didn't you tell me it was this art house shit? And we were laughing a little bit, but then it got to where it was a little, I was like, okay, I'm starting to like them a little bit. And then where, you know, you have their death scene, because especially as an original fan of The Crow, obviously the boys and I have grown up with The Crow. Actually, 100%, literally, it is our generation's thing. It still tried to hold on to that element, even though it gets a little too much. It tries to stay true to the concept of it, even though it is very 2003. And then you have, once it gets to the violence, you're like, okay, and then after, once
it becomes John Wick.
Dude, it 100% had John Wick vibes in it. 100. Some of the camera shots are damn near identical.
Dude, the whole movie feels like John Wick with a supernatural twist, because the whole thing about the musical theater lady, the prodigy in the high art, classy, sophisticated settings. This movie is bright and chipper, folks. The griminess, the gothic, dark, and beautiful picture of The Crow. No, most of it takes place in the day. The first 30 minutes, he's wearing a pink sweatsuit when he's in rehab. Like, you talk about getting true to the spirit of it's a story of revenge.
But once they get to the part where he is the Crow, they have,
the
again,
20 minutes.
The last 30% of the movie, 100%, he's not wrong. But the last 30% of the movie, when he becomes the Crow for real, there's the fucking, and again, shoot, I didn't mean to. We're not demonetized, but the part of the movie where he's like, "Hey, I'm the Crow," and it's very melodramatic. The jacket that he wore, or whatever, he throws the jacket on, and they get into a very visceral representation of the Crow taking punishment, which was very big in the fucking comic book. But once they get to that part, it's like, okay, now here we are finally. Even though it takes a while to get there, they do get to the grittiness where it's like, hey, this dude didn't wake up and learn how to kill people. Whereas, especially in the original, one of the reasons why it was a cult classic was like, this dude wakes up and he's just whooping everybody's ass, which was awesome in the 90s, but they tried to do something, and I was like, yeah, I'm here for it.
I was on the opposite side of that, and I went, what the fuck am I watching? Because I went and, folks, I've seen many things in my life. I haven't been to a movie, though, where everybody that's in this small-ass theater was on their phone. That's not an exaggeration. There were maybe 9 people in the theater.
There was literally one other person besides Hillary and I.
It's not going to be a hit, but this isn't an expensive movie. Nick, Kendo, could you look up the budget for this for a second? Because, I wanted to make this point though, Dion. If it would have been less cringy, I could have enjoyed this movie, because I had the thought to myself, this movie's trying to capture what The Crow captured in 1994. It's trying to be the voice of the younger generation. I don't think it succeeds, because one, the younger generation ain't going to see this damn movie. And secondly, it's kind of just like a mishmash of, it's a bunch of contradictions. And like this shot right here in the movie, I pulled this picture up specifically. He's like walking to either like an Enya song or a cover of the Fugees, and it's this woman like moaning as he walks, and it's supposedly like atmospheric. I kind of looked at it. It was like one of those early YouTube FMVs where it's like, oh man, this guy's outside in his backyard with a katana to Evanescence, just like doing karate moves and shit.
Oh my god!
To be clear for context, the scene that he is describing, the reason why he specifically used the adjective of karate is because in the movie, he becomes the Crow, and then he kind of realizes it because he watched a lot of Good Charlotte music videos. He doesn't get it all the way, and then he messes up, and he goes back, and he comes back again because we got to get those emotional chicks into the movie. So he comes back again, and there's this katana because he got his friend killed, and his friend had this katana, and they made it emotional because, of course, we got to be. And he takes his friend katana. So he walks into this scene where he's he does the I am the Crow thing, very melodramatic. But then he has his friend's katana who got brutally murdered after he came back, and he just is going crazy on these guys. So
Was that
one
really
great
his
scene.
friend?
Say what?
You're talking about the tattoo artist, right?
Yeah.
That was my complaint with this movie. None of the relationships felt like they were longer than the moment you saw in the movie. Like the way it seemed, like I didn't think that Draven even knew that guy before Shelley took him to go get a tattoo. Like I didn't read that they were friends. I thought like that was her friend, and he went back because it's like, oh, that's the only person I know outside of rehab. And I was like, all right, fine. And then he got shot in the eyeball.
Well, to that point, that is why I will not argue with you again. You're 100% right. And that's why this movie could have been better, because they 100%, the first 70% of this movie is this needs to happen, so this can happen, so this can happen, so this can happen. They definitely struggled with, and again, once you watch the credits and see who made the movie, it makes sense. This movie was very much we gotta have this, so we need this, and that is a legitimate critique of the film, and that's one reason why I don't blame anyone who doesn't like it, because it was a detriment. But once you get there, you're like okay. So the whole thing with, especially with that, it leads into a reason that he stays the Crow. And it's like, okay, I get it. This movie is closer to being the show that was on TV than it is the movie.
Oh, that's not a vote of confidence for me to go watch it at all.
It isn't, but
because that shows on
who fucking love the show. You know what I'm saying?
There are also people that fucking love Nickelback as well. What's your point?
Yeah, you're right there.
And this movie could be very Nickelback.
I agree with that statement.
I get it. 100%.
The budget.
They're also okay. Hold on. To remake that joke, those people really love the Acolyte too, but that ain't going nowhere.
No, that's different. No, that's different. No one liked the Acolyte. People who that's different. That's different. People who say they like the Acolyte they're lying to you, because there's no way that you can watch it and you're like, oh, that makes sense. Whereas The Crow, it is so. And I only say this because we're at that point in our history as a human species where we're the generation that's like, oh, fuck, I remember the blah, 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 blah. And these jabronis are going to know what I'm saying the minute that I say it. But there was that time period in the early 2000s where like everything was just like evanescence and like emotional. There was always a ripoff. There's always a ripoff of something. This movie is that. This movie is like it's very 2003, where it's like
no. There was a movie that was supposed to be like the guy version of The Craft. It was called The Covenant. I remember those commercials. It was terrible. It was terrible.
This movie is close. So you're not wrong at all. I will take that. I'll raise you. The Crow is, and Nick, you will know what I'm talking about for goddamn sure. This is the mainstream movie version of what was it? Not Nightshade. The movie, it was a Russian show, not Nightshade. Mr. Ginger Nulian, you gotta help me out here. Not Nightshade. It was
Night Rider?
Oh my gosh, there's like a Russian movie where they were, it was there was like the live world and the dead world. This movie, The Crow is that. Oh my gosh.
Night of the Commies.
No.
Daywatch.
Yes.
Daywatch.
That's why I fucking love you. Right there. This movie is Daywatch.
Okay, all right.
Daywatch 20 years too late. But that's why I like it. It is Daywatch. If you've ever seen Daywatch, get in.
There was also a part 2 called Night Watch.
Yep, and Night Watch, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's the same vibe. And that's why, especially if you watch the credits of this movie, if we're kind of jumping a little bit, this is European. There was the Czech Republic unit, the Berlin unit, the Belarus unit. This is a very European movie.
It's cheap as shit. It kills
Yeah.
me, dude. They're shooting it in Europe, but then the guys have Detroit police officer.
Yep.
badges on.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, they did the same thing. They did the same thing with the first Underworld movie. Like you could tell the cars were like Eastern.
Yes.
The cop cars were Eastern
Yes.
European, but somehow all the guys sounded like they were from Boston. I was like, what's going on here?
The Crow is very Len Wiseman.
Oh, okay,
Very Len Wiseman.
right.
You know, this movie, if it came out 20 years ago, it'd be a big deal. I think this movie, I'll say it now. This movie is in the underworld aura. It's a very underworld movie.
Yeah,
and and because we grew up during that shit, that's probably why I like it so much. But yeah, it is very underworld.
But
it's very day watch.
2003 me hated all of that shit. I'm like,
But the
what is
reason
this?
we got the look of Underworld was because of Matrix in '99.
Yep.
Correct.
Right.
But the reason we
Exactly.
got the look of the Matrix in '99 was because of the Crow in
But
'94.
people don't, and
True.
obviously Deadpool and Wolverine is this worldwide hit. But you're not wrong, Nick. The Matrix was huge. But what came out the night before that's come back up because Blade. It was very, the Matrix was a huge deal, but Blade was also a big deal. I remember being a kid, people being like, yo, could Blade beat Neo? Like, he was a big deal. And it is very much a
the answer is no.
2003 could Blade beat Neo movie because he's the Crow, but again, the one critique why it knocks its ranking down for me is the melodrama. It's very melodramatic, but he dies the second time, and then he's got to remake the deal, and that leads to the end of the movie. But he has to remake the deal, and he's like, oh, blah 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 blah. After you have a Morpheus character, a Whistler character, say, "Well, you had the powers of a god, you messed up, you couldn't do it."
Yeah, that guy was terribly annoying.
He was the worst part of the movie.
Yeah,
You remember?
I was pretty sure he was handicapped mentally.
You
'cause
remember
he
his
could barely
name?
speak.
Do you remember his name by chance?
He was Hispanic looking.
I can't remember. I tried to remember the names and the credits, but he's the what was he in the credits? He was like the train yard man or whatever the hell, But that's the part that's loose.
Here's the thing: he was supposed to be in the original Crow. They cut him out because they thought he was pointless. Michael Berryman was going to play him.
Ooh,
Yeah, he's like a cowboy in that version of the Crow.
you're right.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And he's not around. I didn't think he needed to have a character like that. Okay, so it's like other movies didn't hold your hand. You kind of had to watch it and then figure it out along, and it made it great. This has somebody that every time the Crow, we'll call him the Crow, or Bill Skarsgård does something, he has to die again, and then it's explained to him what just happened by the guy Dion's talking about. And I was like, oh, come on. It's a short movie.
The hold your hand is the perfect way to explain that, dude. 100%.
Well, because the movie doesn't make that much, like, where's the part where they're playing piano and doing the music? And then they just get killed. Like,
it's so dramatic. Oh my god,
dramatic, dude. Folks, the Crow lives in Blade Runner. What I mean is he lives in an apartment with all the mannequins covered in plastic, and they do the Blade Runner shot, and you're just like,
oh motherfucker.
But if you love Blade Runner,
don't watch this.
You're gonna love this movie. You're like, I want to say love. I take that back. I don't mean love. If you love Blade Runner, you'll like this movie a lot. Like, you'll get what.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
You will.
By the way, the theatrical runtime of the original Crow was 102 minutes.
This one's only 111.
This was according to Google, this was almost 2 hours. The new one is almost 2 hours.
Really? I thought it was only like 111, 112.
It's 151 is what it says.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that the exact same amount of time you both are saying? One's just saying it in minutes, the other one's saying it in hours and minutes. Like, aren't you?
I mean, I love you guys. How about that? I love you guys.
Well, also, the budget for the new Crow is $50 million. Just so you know.
Yep. 50
What's
million.
going on tonight?
It'll
dude?
make that. It'll make
Render you
that.
down.
It'll probably make that in like 2 weeks.
It'll break even, but it's not going to make a profit.
Oh, I don't think this movie's going to break even unless it's pre-sold or it makes a bunch. If DVD, Dion, you are 100% right when you say this is a 2003 movie. If there was DVD, this movie would be a hit on DVD because you get all these Evanescence kids and all these kids. Like, look, somebody said this in the chat. I thought of it, but I got to give him credit. The Wizard guy. I was like, man, this and Daredevil would make a hell of a double feature. So, folks, if you want to know, what it was like to be alive in 03, watch The Crow. Watch Daredevil, put on a Linkin Park album, watch some Evanescence music videos, and play the original Xbox.
Holy shit! Stop!
That might be like one of the truest things you've ever seen.
Stop! I was still in high school in 03, jackass.
I was in grade school in 03, buddy.
In 2003, I only did like maybe one or two of those things, but I definitely wasn't like watching Evanescence videos.
Nor was I.
Or I saw Daredevil just once. Was like, this sucks.
Same.
Definitely the Punisher too.
You are the Wizard guy.
But if you like that shit, you'll like this movie. like nothing they're saying is wrong. Like nothing. The boys, and that's why I love them. Right? They keep.
This is the best comment we had about 2003. I was unemployed in 2003. I mean, so was I. Technically,
if you don't have shit to do in 2003 and you really like Daredevil, you'll like this movie. Like it is all that, you know. But at the same time, you know, once you get to the meat of the, and again, especially if you like European action movies, I will dare to say if you like Asian action movies, you know, this movie gives me a lot of vibes of The Man from Nowhere. If you like The Man from Nowhere, or even if you know, for the Mads Mikkelsen fans out there, if you like Valhalla Rising,
that movie's
this is almost, if you had a mixture of Valhalla Rising with The Man from Nowhere, that's this movie.
If you
not as good, but it's still that movie.
If this was not The Crow, if this was just like, I don't know, European revenge movie number 4 on Netflix, you'd probably think it's okay. But the fact that it's The Crow and it's
better
supposed to be The Crow, you're like, oh God, what?
Listen,
they didn't capture the tone at all.
Yes, you're not wrong. But I will say, if you liked Sisu, even people who barely like Sisu, you will like this movie.
Did Lionsgate pay you for your popcorn or something?
Listen, I'm world class. There's a reason why I'm on this podcast. Make no mistake about it. I'm on this podcast for
we know, Dion. We've only watched you for 413 episodes.
The Sisu reference. I'm with these dudes. They're all nerds. I'm a nerd too.
Don't listen to Dion.
Didn't pay me. If Lionsgate was gonna pay me, the channel would be getting money. Because make no mistake, if I make it big, I'm gonna be like, hey, Jeff, call Keith and like just make it like a conglomerate, and you can just be my agent through that. Because I don't trust anybody. So Keith, if you're listening, that was a weird shout out to you randomly. Keith, I love you. Kiss your boy for me. But also, like, I would 100% be like, yes, Lionsgate, pay me for this because I'm being honest. Dog.
I'm being honest too, folks. And if you want to watch this on Netflix, that's the nicest recommendation I could ever give it. Like, watch this.
No, the nicest is pay. I would listen if you are, and I'm biased because I did it tonight. If you are going out with your boo thing and you're all been drinking and stuff, and you're like, man, I'm gonna go watch a movie.
That makes sense.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Dion, just so you know, for future references, there are cameras in the theaters and they see everything you do. Just so you know.
No, not in the theater, right?
Ask Pee Wee Herman.
No. In the theater, there are cameras in the theater. For security reasons, there's cameras.
Baby, hey, baby, get our law office on the. Anyway, the point is.
When you buy a ticket, no. There is, because I know people who work, you know, behind the scenes in theaters. Like, there's security there for a reason. There's night vision cameras behind the screen. Like, they can see everything.
Then I probably have a rap sheet in my city. But the point is,
no, you have a sex tape and you don't realize it.
Someone sold that shit on the dark web. But the point is, listen, if you if you this movie was definitely made for a smaller audience.
Bro,
And,
I took pictures in the theater. That's how bored I was of this movie.
I know. I get it. I don't blame you. Especially the first 3/4 of it. But once you get to the last quarter of the movie, last 30% of the movie.
What is it? Is it 25 or 30% of the movie?
30. It's 30. It's 30. It's 30. It's 30. It's 30.
30 for 30. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 100, you're giving it a 30. That's fair. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, you know. Yeah, it gets
Oh
a third.
my God.
It's
a third.
It's a third chance that you'll like it.
Oh my God.
Is this good enough to pirate a shitty cam copy?
Oh God, no.
That
That dude,
I'd say
that's
yeah.
rip.
no.
yeah.
That's no. No.
There you go. I don't know why I sent it to you in the group chat, but there's screenshots of the crow in the group chat for some reason. That's what it really looks like. I had to take I took pictures because I couldn't believe what I was watching at times. Like I am Dion, I'm like under a year older than you, but somehow you are so hip and I am like living in like it's 03. How did you get through this terrible music and the fucking clothes? The guy looked like a fucking it was a joke of a movie. Like if they come out tomorrow and go, hey guys, if you were dumb enough to watch this movie, we got you. I'd be like, damn it, you got me because I paid money for this.
I wouldn't say it's that
dude.
I wouldn't say it's that bad. Absolutely. This is definitely if you are in person who enjoys those, Eastern European action movies on Netflix, then you'll like this movie. Absolutely. It has its issues, especially for being even though it was only 50 million, for being a movie that's associated with a Skarsgård, it's a bit like it tests you.
Yeah, you're testing me right now, dude, because the whole time I watched that, I thought to myself, Skarsgård came in and played Pennywise and shut everybody up because it was awesome. And then he comes in to play the Crow, and you're like, okay, let's see him play Pennywise again. Like, I would rather Stephen King write another It book and have another movie like that. Like, I think we
are getting an It series at some point.
Is he in it?
I know Skarsgård is in it for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll give it a shot.
Movies.
Yeah, I think
it's one of those. No,
yeah,
go
Max.
on.
Yeah. It's called Dairy or whatever. It's coming on Max. I think next year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's a big escape room not too far away. It's called Can You Escape It or Survive It or something like that. And it's based off of his Pennywise.
I want to go there because I love that movie. Not the second one as much.
It's a 15-minute drive.
The second one's all right.
Somebody was asking in the chat as it woke, like, we'll say it again. It doesn't have any of that kind of modern day stuff in it at all. Like,
right.
If somebody goes like, oh, well, in the comic book, his girlfriend's white, and in this version, she's black. All right. Well, if you're going to complain that she's not white, then complain that her mom sold her out to the devil because the fucking movie's about a demon. That's the part that pisses me off, dude. The movie's not the story of the Crow. It's about the fucking guy who played Stryker in X-Men Origins Wolverine. He is this demon who's been around for hundreds of years, and like he's the main plot point. It's all about taking him down. It's one of those movies too, kind of like what did we talk about the other week? Where they keep putting this emphasis on the difference in classes. I don't know why that struggle.
Oh, you mean like Alien Romulus?
Yeah, it's got that. It's
Okay.
definitely got that whole division of class thing going. It must be a thing for the younger generation of people. They think, oh, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight the old whatever. It's like by making an old movie. That's yeah.
By remaking a shittier version of a better movie.
It definitely isn't that heavy-handed. It's definitely.
Oh no, it's not heavy-handed at all. It's just the visuals. Like they'll do their concept shots so much.
Yeah, Eric and Shelley are, they're very much like, oh, they just broke out of the rehab.
Second. Is that really their couple name? Because I have a cousin named Eric who's married to Shelley. That's weird. Anyway, sorry. It just kind of like
it's real.
Yeah,
oh
no,
my gosh,
it is.
Like, look out for him because he might become the Crow.
Yeah, it really is.
Cool.
It really is Eric and Shelley, and the girl Shelley is like some singer or whatever, I guess.
Well, she's a drug
British
addict.
singer,
in this one.
songwriter, and dancer. But she's yeah. She looks like she's a few fries short of a Happy Meal though.
Why did they just call him Draven the Raven? It flows so much better.
I agree.
Instead of the Crow.
Oh god.
I hope you know what I thought about is because I was clipping the podcast, I was clipping our Crow review, and I was talking about the trivia that there are no crows in the movie; they're all ravens. And I thought, I wonder if they used any ravens by mistake. And then I was like, wait, all these birds are CGI, so they don't have an excuse.
Right. They have no souls.
Dude,
Well, it sounds like what they did with this is that somebody wrote a movie that was like 60% The Crow, and they're just like, okay, we'll just take this and put the name on it, and we'll make this The Crow, and we'll add a few more member berries in the script, and then boom, here we go, free money.
There's not a lot of member
That's
bears.
why you do
Very
a
little
reboot.
member bears.
that's true,
Call it,
Dion.
Draven the Raven. It's a reboot. It's totally different. It's not the Crow. It's Draven the Raven. Totally
Draven the
different. Different movie.
I feel like you could get away with that with some copyright stuff. Like you wouldn't get copyright struck at all. You could just call it Draven the Raven. It'd be fun.
Do you want to make Draven the Raven? I don't, but we can.
Well, here's what we do. We call it Draven the Raven, and the bird is the raven, and it talks, but it talks to Raven, the wrestler, but he's dressed like Johnny Polo.
What about that? That's a great idea. I love it. Sign me up. Oh,
Sure, why not?
Remind me to tell you about Phil wrestling the Rock and Roll Express tonight. That's not a joke. That's a true story, Kendo.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, I gotta say, Dr. Meatball in the chat, you just caught my attention in the best way possible. Reboot Family Ties, but nobody is related. Folks in the chat, give me your best sitcom reboots, but do it like Dr. Meatball and make it like terrible, like break the show, like the Love Boat, but it takes place on a train.
Isn't all the Fast and Furious movies pretty much Family Ties, but they're not all related?
Damn it, that's true.
And it's faster.
Yeah, and it's all family.
Yeah.
I would prefer to watch Alex.
Yeah, they have a permanent table at Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. You know how some jokes will go right over your head? That just hit me right in the forehead and hurt. I was like,
I know.
Nick.
I know. I saw your face and I was like, oh, he gets it. He gets it.
Enrique Vasquez, thank you for your super chat and being a member. He says, so this is Dion's new favorite movie instead of Dark Fate.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, so he likes Dark Fate better.
Don't you dare.
Oh,
It is not Dark Fate. Don't you dare.
Yeah, it's not that good, guys.
You guys have turned on me. Is that what I'm hearing from my own fan base? The fan base who has held me down for these long years.
How have they held you down?
Made, all the moments, the memories. This is not on the same level. It's not on the same level. I refuse.
Folks,
I refuse.
In the chat, folks, please send us your favorite way that you've held Dion down during the run of this.
kind of keeping up with the whole theme of the beginning of the show. You know?
He's joking. Make no mistake, I love every single one of you. Don't let him make the joke.
I'm not joking. I wanna know how the people
there's no
have
wedge
read
between
you
me
in some way.
and the chat. Listen. All these other
all right, fine.
y'all
Chat.
know. All these
Don't
other
talk about how
content
you held him
creators.
down or
We got a real.
oppressed him.
Ours
How
is
you would.
real. Ours is real. Ours is real. The chat was here when I had a baby. So get out of here, son. You're not gonna drive us apart, Kendo. It's not gonna work. Me and the fan base, we're in love. We're in
Dion,
love.
when I write these comics and I try to make the characters true to life, you're always the hardest one because I have to lower you down so much because I don't know what the hell you're talking about half the time. I'm like, Dion, what are you going to stand
buddy.
this scene?
I love you too.
Well, no, you have to make him relatable to the external people who you would like, who don't know him at the level that you do. That's what you're doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So you have to like really, you can't put in like private jokes because nobody's going to get them. You have to make it to where everybody can kind of like.
That's the thing about all of our stories. This is a cheap plug. None of them. If you don't listen to this show, you'll still get the book because it's not about us. Like,
oh yeah, of course.
It's just like Stealing Solo is a joke we made on the podcast. Why wouldn't it feature us? Same with Wokebusters. That's the joke. So why not us?
Oh God, Dr. Meatball, PCU. I love that movie. I love Jimmy Piven. That was a predicting the future basically in that. I think that movie came out in like 94.
Yeah, it was in the 90s for sure.
Yeah, and you can't find it anywhere. I think you can either you might be able to stream it on like Prime, but
Okay, Kendo's looking that up. Adam Wofford sends in a membership message. Thank you, Adam, for being a member for 7 months. Day Watch and its sequel Night Watch was Russian. Oh, okay. I need to watch those. I need to watch them.
They're fun. They're good. They're good. We should definitely do at least Patreon. There's
let's put it up on Patreon. Let's give the people what they want.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like supernatural Eastern European stuff. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah.
Now, speaking of a good time, I think we're gonna have a good time reading these from the chat right now because we're talking about how to reboot a sitcom poorly. That's a new segment on the show. There we go, folks. We did it together.
Real quick.
Yes.
PCU is not streaming anywhere,
but never mind. Wow.
You can get it on Divid for $27.99 on the Amazing.
$27 on DVD.
That's not bad for something that they haven't like made that's probably like there's only like
something that's super out of print.
Yeah, super out of print. Yeah. So I mean,
how out of print is it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dion. That was for
extremely,
you.
Extremely.
That was good. I loved it.
Whatever. We got to go for it. So, thank you, guys. We have the sitcom reboot of Growing Pains, but it's about erectile dysfunction. Full House reboot, but the characters are all schizophrenic because they're in the mind. The Full House reboot, but all the characters are in the mind of a schizophrenic.
That'd be funny.
I like that one too. I'm writing this down so we can clip this. All right. Let's see. Alf, but the main character is Mexican.
Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be good.
It's one of those things. It's like, should I laugh at this? Yes.
Yes, you should.
Yes, you should.
We got this. The Office, but they're all unemployed. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cheers, but all the characters are alcoholics.
Oh man, that would.
I mean,
every episode featured the same people hanging out in the same bar for the entire length of the episode. So, you tell me.
Yeah.
So we have PCU as a straight college drama, the most 2024 pitch imaginable. Yes, it is, Dr. Meatball. Married with Children, but instead of Al Bundy, they put a male feminist in that role.
Jeez.
Oh, that would never work.
So they're yes, ma'am, instead of no, ma'am?
Yeah, it is yes, ma'am. And they don't go to the Jiggly room.
But they don't read Biggins either.
And they don't read Biggins. And every woman that comes in the shoe store, no matter what, Al tells them how they're all stunning and brave and beautiful. And that sounds like a terrible fucking TV show.
Calm down. Calm down.
Disney Plus. Oh, let's see. Red Dwarf, but the crew are Americans. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that would work.
Farscape, but all the characters are CGI.
That's already been made.
Oh, no. Don't tell me these things.
Tripping the Rift. Anybody remember that show?
On UPN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tripping the Rift. It was an adult CGI animation show from like 04 to like 07.
You know why I knew about that show, Nick?
Why?
Because they advertised for it on wrestling. That's you ever watched it, man?
Yeah, that show show's a lot of fun. Yeah, it was kind of like before Drawn Together. It was good.
Yeah, that show was all right.
Yeah.
Enrique says Breaking Bad, but Walter is not making meth, but actually teaching science. And his wife's getting some on the side from Saul Goodman.
I mean, there's a different way to do that where he's teaching science to, like, let's say, you know, for a three-letter agency in another country. Let's do that.
Not a 3-hour tour.
Nope.
Beavis and Butthead for a modern audience. You know, Beavis and Butthead came back, and they should stay here because they have Beavis and Butthead right. Beavis and Butthead's like Beverly Hills Cop 4. They didn't miss the mark. It's fun to watch.
That's good.
I have not watched any of the new Beavis and Butthead. Is it worth it, or will I get angry?
Oh, dude, there's an episode where Beavis meets the fire that he was not allowed to talk about in the MTV era. So like it's just like a very meta episode. He meets this. It's great. You got to watch it.
Okay.
Let's see. The Office, but Pam makes bank on OnlyFans.
I mean,
Yeah, she would.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I am buying the Red Dwarf Complete Collection as we speak.
Oh, nice.
I don't
Very nice.
I don't own that, and I want that. It also
Kendo?
says you should buy the Black Adder set. I already own that one.
Kendo, would you watch Wings, but it's set in the 1880s?
I do like Wings. I am a big fan of Wings.
Wings is fun. Wings is fun.
I mean, as a kid, I loved that show, mainly because it involved an airport and flying. But I really enjoyed Lowell, only to find out that one day he would turn into sand and try to kill Spider-Man. Actually, no, he was just trying to get money for his daughter.
Yeah.
Was he a
for
hero
sure.
in that movie? He was a good guy, wasn't he?
From a start, he was a better hero than Mary Jane. Yeah.
Fair enough, sir. Well, anyway, we're going to put this on the credit card she doesn't know about. And
That's why you listen to this show, folks.
You're a degenerate. You're a degenerate, Kendo.
Kendo has a credit card that his wife does.
It takes 3 days to put money from my savings account into my bank account.
You got
No, I just got.
Nick, you dirty son of a bitch. That it takes 2 days. I know what you reference. Everybody who knows. That was some low down shit. Oh, baby. I ain't got no money on the side. It takes 2 to 3 days for my other shit to. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, you dirty son of a bitch. I'm on to you, Tam.
Like I said, the only question is,
we gonna have my baby. We gonna live together. I know you, Tam. I'm on to you.
All right,
Calm down. Calm down. We're not Mormon. Calm down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, would you guys watch Baywatch set in Green Bay?
I would.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like we're due a parody version of Baywatch. Like, I'm okay with that.
Why don't we go up there and shoot?
I would love. No. Here's a better idea. Baywatch, but done with the Letterkenny guys.
Ooh.
I don't know though, man. Baywatch Green Bay would be so amazing because, like, I can just hear the theme song of Baywatch. That I'll be ready, Lambeau Field, Cheeseheads, and then
Jordan Love.
And then you can get like chunky women from the Midwest, like running in slow motion and shit. That'd be hilarious.
Why not?
And
women in the Midwest,
lifesaver rings.
100%
Lifesaver rings are actually just fried cheese curds.
I'll be ready, dude. Cheese curds are delicious.
But what would their
they
all
are.
right? What would their like weekly like mission be that they have to solve like all the time?
To
Like,
help
what would
the Packers win the Super Bowl, and it just keeps failing.
All right, I like it. It's
like we have to get the playbook to Lambeau in time so that the Packers can beat the Bears, and that's funny. That's funny. No, I like every week. For some reason, the Packers have a home game every fucking week, and every fucking week they're playing the Bears.
Oh my god.
What we need to do is we need to pitch this show to the NFL and see if we can get them to make it. That'd be amazing.
Probably.
Could you imagine every week during a Fox broadcast, you're like, and now let's check it with Green Bay Watch. And boom, there you go. And you're like, what's going on this week? The Packers are making the Super Bowl. Same show every week.
It's like, did they beat the Bears last week? Yeah, they did. Now they're going to beat them again this week. They only play the Bears.
Yeah. Bears. Oh, here we go. MASH, but it's about a Korean chef learning to make mashed potatoes.
I'd watch that.
Oh my god.
How many different ways can you make it?
I mean, there's only a finite amount of ways you can do that. On all honesty,
put it through a ricer, get them really fine.
Yeah. I'm about to say, like, you would have like maybe like 3 short seasons.
Yeah,
which is fine. It's fine. If they're 3 short seasons, you can make a really good show that way. Then it'd be okay. It'd be fine.
The pilot episode is just 22 minutes of him just boiling the water and peeling the potatoes.
Like, does he have an inner monologue while he peels the potatoes like Spider-Man? Or does he just, you just watch him? It's a real artistic.
I'm going to go half and half.
All right.
Like, he's got an inner monologue at the beginning, and then it just kind of divulges.
Is that his secret ingredient? He puts half and half in his mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Worried about the calories. I like this guy.
Yeah. He wants them to be extra creamy and rich. That's how they're so fluffy and nice.
I have made mashed potatoes with heavy whipping cream, and it was an experience. Dion knows what's up.
Mashed potatoes are not supposed to be healthy. People think they are because they're potatoes.
Oh, no, they're not
mashed up. It's like, no, you put all sorts of saturated fats in there that,
butter,
whatever.
whipping cream, salt, pepper.
Butter, salt, heavy whipping cream.
Garlic,
and then you top it off with a little bit of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And bacon.
So
the only thing healthy is the chives.
How do you like sparingly put on because it's garnish?
No. You hit the chives in some seasoned flour and you deep fry those. Then you take all
fry the chives. There we go, folks. If you tuned in this week to hear something intelligent and great and awesome, we've got it for you. We are telling you how to make the most unhealthy mashed potatoes in the world, but they will kill at your next party.
Don't boil your potatoes in water. Boil them in full salt chicken stock. That'll have a great rich flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be the best mashed potatoes ever. You'll die probably afterwards. But that'll be the last mashed potatoes you make.
I think you got to make something incredibly unhealthy even unhealthier.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and after you fry the bacon, fry those breaded green onions in the bacon fat. That's the best way to do it.
Oh, my God.
Or you could just, after you make your mashed potatoes, you could fry them in the bacon fat and make mashed potato pancakes.
Ooh, I want
that. That's a plan.
And then you'll make them healthy by topping them with light sour cream.
No, because Daisy will be the sponsor, and we're only promoting full-fat sour cream, Kendo.
Hey,
fair enough.
Only gets better with Daisy.
What would you do for a dollop? I'm gonna remind me to read you my how to make food unhealthy idea off air. I just want to turn it into a short for myself, but I think you guys will like the punchline every week.
I like it.
So yeah, folks, we told you we didn't like The Crow. Dion liked The Crow. I didn't like The Crow. You guys can make up your own mind. Dion, guys, the Acolyte's dead. I want to watch the original Crow again. Is really what I want to do.
It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie. It made me like. This movie made me love that one. I always liked it. Now I love that movie. I'm just like, we had something great, and now we have this. Great. Now I want to talk about recipes and shit. Like, how can you make a pizza unhealthier? Could you?
Sure. Yeah.
More butter.
Deep fried. More cheese. More meats. More deep fried.
Put two. What is it? Cheese stuffed pizzas together and make another pizza. That's what you do.
Essentially, take a Chicago-style casserole pizza and flip it upside down on top of the other one and make it a giant fucking sandwich wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
You won't be able to shit right for a week.
Screw your kinky ass, Willie.
That's true.
That lady won an Oscar.
For that movie?
No, but later on.
Oh, okay. I was curious the way that follow-up. I was like, wait, that movie got nominated for and she won an Oscar?
2004 was a light year for the Academy.
I was going to say, I could see it. That was a fun movie, and she played a great, comedic character, but I wouldn't call it a supporting role by any means.
It's
not by any means.
It's one of the best Christmas movies ever. We got to do a commentary this year for it.
Let's do it. And we can do the second one. The second one
is bad.
I hated it the first time I watched it because I was like, this is bad. The second time I'm like, this is turned into a guilty pleasure movie.
Now I gotta watch it again. Fuck.
Just see, hey, we will record it for the channel to release on Christmas Day, but we'll do it in like October. And
let's do it tomorrow. Actually,
I got something going on.
What you guys don't realize is how the WCBS crew works behind the scenes. If one bullshitter tells another one that you got to watch this, it's maybe better than you realize, the other one is obligated to go watch that movie. So, Dion, you really got to go back.
We have a very foolproof system.
Yeah.
Dion, The Mist really isn't that bad. You got to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's a great movie. You're just wrong on that one, buddy.
Listen. One of the reasons why I love you guys is your vibrance and your opinion. the newest Miss movie fucking sucks. Give me John Carpenter.
Oh, you just don't like the ending.
No. The Mist is a
Cinematic classic.
It's like looking at humanity and what happens when things really shit the bed, and how short of a time it takes everybody to turn into like
I
cultists.
don't like it.
And it's
Does it make
incredibly
you uncomfortable?
terrifying in that aspect.
That's why I like it, because it's uncomfortable to watch.
It is really uncomfortable because like people become cultists like in like 48 hours, and it's terrifying. It's really terrifying. And they think the old woman is like their messiah. It's weird.
Yeah, Mrs. Carmody.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. She is awesome in that role. I love that part. But
we're gonna watch that movie together, Dion, around Christmas.
I love watching it. I'm not ever gonna say that I don't love what it is. Great, and especially I'm a Thomas Jane fan, even though he might cross some lines in real life. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I love that movie, but also I hate that ending.
Well, Dion,
not wrong. I hate it.
Dion, let's talk about something you love instead of something you hate. That's what Rose Tico taught us, right, guys? And we all love a good chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. No, this is not a commercial. This is to tell you that Chick-fil-A is reportedly launching a streaming service for some reason. This comes from The Verge. The streaming space has become so crowded that it's hard to imagine why a company would want to break in now, but that's apparently what Chick-fil-A is doing. Deadline reports that Chick-fil-A is working with a number of production companies and traditional studios to create multiple original shows for a streaming platform debuting sometime later this year. Initially, the restaurant is said to be focused on family-friendly unscripted programming, including a game show produced by Glass Media. I don't care about that. And is also currently unnamed service to also feature scripted series, animation, and content that's either licensed or acquired from other entertainment outfits. Chick-fil-A has yet to announce or publicly comment on the programming initiative, but a pivot into entertainment production could be part of a bigger advertising or customer data play. Disney does it with Disney Plus, Walmart does it with its streaming, and ultimately it led to partnering with Paramount Plus. So we have seen giants die. Enron used to be a sure thing, and now it's no more. Is the streaming service going to bankrupt Chick-fil-A? Are they going to have to start working on Sundays? Because this seems like a bad idea to me.
Listen, they're doing it because they're combining with someone. And obviously, knowing who Chick-fil-A is, I'm assuming there's a specific app that they have in mind they're combining with, because there's no way, it's only the
Dion, go answer the door.
Hurry up, Dion!
The pool is only getting smaller. But yeah, I think depending on the market that they're going after, it could be successful because this is becoming a very restricted space to be in terms of streaming services. But no, I wouldn't say this is bad for Chick-fil-A. If they hit the right nerve, they get the right audience, depending on who I think they're combining with, they could be successful.
Who's the next fast food giant to enter the streaming wars, Dion?
Who do you think?
Raising Cane's.
Oh God, who do you think they're combining with? What's your call?
Well, there's a couple of them, but the really what's his name? The dude that if you remember the TV channel like Ion, that's a whole in PAX. That's a whole conglomerate. I think it's that.
Those are the types of channels you go to when you're at someone's, those are the types of channels you watch at someone's house and you're like, I can't wait to leave here. Or if you're in a hospital or like a waiting room, it's like, oh great, right. PAX is on. They got
well, I mean, we do know Chick-fil-A, they are a religious, organization as well, and they do have a certain way they want to do things. I'm sure they're going to target that particular group of people as well too. With what they're doing.
And, there's been such a push for that over the last let's say 2 or 3 years. I bet you there's going to be an oversaturation of that style of content very soon.
But I think we're going to see a Quibi thing happen where like they'll launch it, they'll have a subscription thing where it's like, hey, they're going to go all out. You get the subscription, you get maybe they'll have it to where like you'll get the annual one or 3 months or 6 months, you get a discount permanent on your Chick-fil-A orders for mobile or whatever the heck it is. They'll have that.
I want a physical coupon, Nick. If I'm paying for a streaming service, I want them to mail me something with a stamp. I want a damn.
It'll be all in that shitty app on your phone. That's all it'll be. It'll all be in that thing because that's how everything fucking operates now. But that's what it'll be. I'm sure that's how to entice people to come in. It's like, hey, pay for a year up front for this service you might not like at all in 2 days, and we'll give you like 10% off of all of your orders above like I don't know $20 or something at Chick-fil-A. Who the hell knows? That'll be their play. That'll definitely be their play.
So no, go.
No. Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead. I'm done.
So here's the thing. I kind of agree with Dion in that they're partnering with somebody. Chick-fil-A is not going to do this as a standalone thing.
Damn it.
At the end of the day, they're a fast food chicken restaurant. They're not in the streaming, whatever. I feel like they're going to partner with somebody to where they can put their family-friendly content on it or whatever it is they're going to do. But I will say this. I also think that their price is going to be reasonable. It's not going to be overly high because at the end of the day, who's going to pay that much for a Chick-fil-A streaming? It's got to be like a couple bucks a month. But if they do like a weekly TV series about the cows going around in crazy situations trying to get you to eat more chicken, I'll watch that.
Dude, sign me up. Have you seen that new commercial at the barbecue?
One?
The barbecue one where they can't go outside because of the rain? And here it's the two cows with a fucking hose.
I have not seen that one, but I do love. Like I've got a few of those little cows with the "Eat More Chicken" signs that used to sit on my desk at work. Dude, all those fucking things. Like I remember one day the one where the cows parachuted into the stadium.
Oh my god!
My grandmother was watching TV. God rest her soul. And suddenly she starts freaking out. What is going on in there?
Amen.
I go in. And I hear her yelling about what is happening. And it was the fucking cow parachuting in commercial. Whatever she was watching abruptly cut to commercial without doing like a sign out thing or like a reasonable break because she was watching some news show. And so she thought there was actual cows parachuting into a stadium for a second. And I'm like, no, Grandma, that's just a Chick-fil-A commercial. And then she's like, oh, we should go there tomorrow. And I'm like, yes, we should, Grandma. We will go to Chick-fil-A.
That's commercialism at its finest right there.
Yeah, I mean, like every time I go into Chick-fil-A, like there's always a line. It takes a little bit for you to get through, but I mean, they're well organized. They're very well organized.
Yeah,
they're look. You pay a little more, but you get. I've always had good food, and it's efficient and quick. So
100%.
In like families, like I guess because it's perceived as healthier. It's like Nutella. It's full of sugar and oil. It's like Chick-fil-A. It's still deep fried chicken and French fries, but people think Chick-fil-A is healthier because it uses better cuts of chicken.
Yeah.
Look, there's a Chick-fil-A and an In-N-Out burger 5 minutes from my work. I'm a happy camper. There's also a Chick-fil-A and an In-N-Out burger 10 minutes from where I live. So either way, I'm good.
Do you have a Freddy's frozen custard?
I don't know if there's a Freddy's frozen custard. I'd have to look.
You got to look them up because their cheeseburgers are legit.
Freddy's frozen custard near me.
Also, look up a Swenson's. I haven't been to Swenson's.
There is one 15 minutes away.
I could make a really awkward joke just for you, Kendo, about what else is 15 minutes away, but I won't. So we're going to leave that at that.
Job?
Never mind. I'll tell you
Your mom.
No, she's 2,000 miles away. It's different.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
Sure.
yeah. There really isn't much else to say about the Chick-fil-A streaming service. I can't believe it's a real thing, though. I was hoping that Taco Bell would get their one so they can dominate.
Yeah, I feel like Taco
The dog, right?
Yeah, I feel like Taco Bell would have done it like 5 years ago.
It would just be a bunch of like Cheech and Chong movies and that 70s shows repeats, though. You can get that everywhere else.
I love
That's
that 70s
true.
show. I was watching
That's
that last
true.
night.
I've never gotten into that show.
Hot Donna, man. I liked her.
Sure.
Anyway.
Okay, there's a Freddy's frozen custard near me as well. Okay, cool.
See, there you go.
Are we all going to Freddy's frozen custard after the show, boys? At 10:59
right.
tonight?
No.
I'm not. I'm gonna go
I'll
to
drive
bed.
to Battle Creek.
What'd you say?
I'll drive to Battle Creek. It'll only be an hour.
I thought you were saying you were ordering Bell's Greek. I was like, way to make me jealous, motherfucker. That pizza was the shit.
It was.
Or
Yeah, but-
vodka gin.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to have one hell of a pull for people to get onto their service. They're really gonna like it. It can't be 2 or 3 things like that, like it said in the article.
I would
It's-
ironically sign up if seriously, I'm not joking. If I got an icon of the Chick-fil-A logo on my TV and you click the Chick-fil-A logo and then it pops up with TV shows, I would sign up just for the novelty. They got 3 months out of me. But somebody in the
Ooh.
chat, 2 people actually made an interesting point. It's like, hey, watch this week's Velma, get a free chicken sandwich. There could be incentives. Watch 100 hours of content and get a free meal, and it'll be able to gauge it because it's a computer. And then after you reach
Oh,
your
God,
100
they're
hours of
gonna use-
content, a QR code will pop up. Or imagine you're sitting there at
Jesus
night
Christ.
and you can order exclusively through their streaming service. So if you're like up, it's like 1 a.m., but you got Chick-fil-A streaming and you scan it, somebody from Chick-fil-A will show up to your house with food. Like that would get people to
So
sign
then,
up.
God, so then
Woo.
we're getting into a whole different economy than when if that were the case. Jeez, man,
I need to get into advertising. I only went to college for this shit. Like this
that'd
is
be that'd be amazing and terrifying at the same time.
it's the future.
because here's the thing,
Welcome to
it
the
would be like
future.
it would be like Sky Miles, because like in the beginning, like they were worth a lot. Now they keep getting, every year they get worth less and less all the time. And the hours watched for let's say streaming services start doing that, the hours watched will start to diminish in the rewards you get over time. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that's how it'll work.
Yeah, so it's
Stop raining on our Chick-fil-A streaming parade.
I'm
Nick.
Yeah, Nick, I want a Chick-fil-A parade.
I want cows. I want signs that say "Eat more chicken."
I want
Yeah,
Reggie.
I feel like if we get some like funny cartoon cow stuff, like I'm down for that.
God damn it!
Oh my God, Kendo, perfect timing. Thank you, Anubis T800. I think it would be a great idea as well. I'm gonna create a consultant agency, or then I sell my ideas to the highest bidder, and then when I show up on episode 490 in a Lamborghini, you're gonna know what happened. That, or my uncle Pablo Escobar left me in his will. John Thomas, thank you very much for your super chat. Well, we're gonna wait because Kendo. It's funny. Super chat for Kendo. Kendo has to step away. Baby OJ wants chicken. He heard about all the Chick-fil-A. He's hungry. They're only 15 minutes away. Let's see. You guys need to hurry up and make more animated shorts to put pull people before your channel. Hey, Aurora Uplink, send me ideas, or sorry, send me information on what you're talking about. Like, give me examples. I got ideas for us.
Yeah,
And-
if we can do some simple animation stuff, we're down for it.
We know an artist who knows how to produce the art.
I know
for
that,
Flash
but we need the other end of it, which is the animation, which is the
I have
movement.
I have it.
Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. We're good.
There is not.
I didn't know. I didn't know if you had it or not. That's why I didn't know.
There's
That's
not
why
a
I was not
single
making.
art job that I could not get done. If I need it, I know how to get it. It's like,
I'm
hey,
merely.
I need to-
Yeah.
No, what I'm
Yeah.
telling you is for the future, when you guys have ideas for shit, never think, oh man, if we could afford it, if we could do it. If it's art related, I know how to get it done. So just we're gonna do that
Good
shit.
to know. Good to know.
Yeah, because I wanted to do a horror short for us next Halloween. I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, yeah.
Well, when you come down, we'll talk about it, because yeah, we can definitely make that happen for sure.
Oh, I meant an animated one. We can do a horror like a lot. I'd love us to do. Do you remember the old Mark Summers Haunted Magic Castle that used to play on Nickelodeon constantly? They play that special like 4 times a year, every year. I would like us to do like a modern parody of that. Like, we need to get some Z-list celebrity to be involved with us, but it would be the 4 of us. It'd be like a Scooby-Doo movie, you know?
Well, we do. Well, I mean, there is a mysterious mansion in Gallenberg would probably bribe them to use, and then just I got a film crew up here, and in Atlanta, we just have to meet in Tennessee, and we can make this happen.
I'm down, man.
Maybe like 3 or 4 days of shooting, and then like we're done.
I work for myself. I can make that happen.
Yep.
That's the beauty of it. So while we're waiting for Kendo to come back to read this super chat, guys, I know we're not all. Well, we're not going to talk about games. We'll talk about this. I have some bad news. Remember how I was supposed to be playing Andre the Giant in the Hulk Hogan biopic starring Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
The movie got canceled today.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I got the call. I had to send back. I had to just like unbuy a house. I thought this was my step into the big time. I thought I was done. I thought I was ready to go. I was going to move back out west, give it another shot, and then I got this call. So I had to tell
Dang.
everybody. It's embarrassing.
Dang.
But
So, who wants to play a game?
oh, sure, Kendall, let's play a game.
Okay, so while I was dealing with that little ordeal, because we choose not to use our words, Amazon dropped off a Blu-ray that I bought. It is my favorite Billy Zane starring movie. Who wants to guess what it is?
The Phantom.
Nick.
I don't know. There's a movie he did called Mach 20 or whatever. I think it's that one. I think it's that one.
Okay, Dion.
You're already on Back to the Future.
Ooh.
I already own copies of this movie too, but I bought it on Blu-ray because I didn't have the Blu-ray, which also happens to be the Irish Blu-ray. Probably should have looked a little closer to that. We're going to try it to make sure it works in a Region 1 Blu-ray player tonight.
Kendo, it'll play on the Xbox.
Oh, good. Dion.
Oh shit. Oh, Billy Zane. Ooh. That you would like. Wait, was he in Band of Brothers?
He was not in Band of Brothers.
But he was in Titanic.
Spoiler alert, it's not Titanic.
Are you sure?
I'm glad.
Because if you're secretly if you're secretly a big Titanic fan, I'm not going to judge
I forgot
you.
he's in Sniper, but yes, that's not one of my. It's not my favorite Billy Zane starring movie, nor my favorite Tom Barry.
Is it Demon Knight?
It's not Demon Knight. It has a Back to the Future connection in that it stars Eric Stoltz as well.
Did you buy Mask? Is Billy Zane in Mask?
He might be, but it's not Mask.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Chat,
All right,
play along.
We do. We got Dead Knight or Posse, Demon Knight, Dead Calm, Back to the Future. What else?
It has a Goonies connection in that Sean Astin is also in this film.
Dang.
Is this the time travel one that
Sean Astin Billy
did?
Zane movie?
It's Memphis Belle.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
No wonder you had to buy the Irish Blu-ray.
Well, I guess the American Blu-ray was the other one that was more expensive, and I just was like, no, I'm going to buy the cheaper one. The Irish one.
I've never seen this movie.
It's a
It's
good
also
movie.
got Treat Williams in it. Cool. Wait, no, that's Matthew Modine. Sorry.
Yes,
I
Matthew
hope
Modine,
I hope it works. I really do hope it works.
Harry Connick Jr., John Lithgow's in this movie. There's a lot of shit.
Dion, don't you love when I randomly text you how much I hate Harry Connick Jr. from Independence Day? Like, just out of the blue.
It makes me laugh every time. Every time
if
I
you
will
get involved
laugh.
on the text, it's a whole thing. I'll cue you in once, and then I'll just let you be a part of that. It's a real thing.
Yep. It's every time, and it's hilarious.
No. Okay. The one I was referring to was
Jeff goes, "I'm glad he died." I was like,
shit. No, the Billy Zane one I was referring to was Land Speed from 2002, where it's just like a straight to DVD movie where he's like trying to beat
I've seen that.
the land speed record going like Mach 3 on the ground or whatever. It's wild.
I believe it.
It's pretty funny though. It's actually not bad.
If I would have known 5 years ago at this point that Dion was going to get a hug from that jive turkey Billy Zane, I would have brought my Memphis Belle movie poster with me and be like, "Hey, Billy Zane, will you please sign this?" He probably would have been elated if I'm like, "This is seriously one of my favorite movies of all time."
Yeah, because it's not Titanic or Phantom.
Oh shit, he was in Tombstone also, but he wasn't really starring in that one. He was a big part of this movie, but he wasn't really that. He was in Tombstone, but he was not one of like the main starring characters.
Nick,
He was great
never
in
say an
Tombstone,
unkind
too.
word about the Phantom, please.
No. I'm just saying, like, those are probably the two things that Billy Zane gets the most whenever he's at a table, either Titanic or the Phantom. He doesn't get Memphis
Is
Belle.
there a 6 degrees of Billy Zane? Because I'm starting to think
There has to be.
he's in way more shit than Kevin Bacon.
All right, folks in the chat, let's play this right now. 6 degrees of Billy Zane. Somebody in the chat, give us a random actor, and we'll try to do 6 degrees of Billy Zane. Deal?
Yeah.
All without any assistance from Google.
Oh,
we're just gonna-
jeez.
Okay.
John Thomas, The Phantom is great.
It is great. It's an amazing movie.
And why is the hatred for Harry Connick Jr.? There is no hatred for Harry Connick Jr. It's I hate his character in Independence Day because he's really annoying. I'll be right here and all this like singing shit. And he always calls Will Smith Big Daddy. It's like, this is weird. So when he blows up, the movie gets better to me. That's all.
Okay, here we go. Nick Cage. Clone Geek says Nick Cage. And Nick Cage is one of our favorite people on this channel. So let's play 6 Degrees of Separation of Billy Zane with Nick Cage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nicolas Cage was in Leaving Las Vegas
Yeah.
with Elizabeth Shue, who was in Back to the Future Part 2, but also had Billy Zane.
All right, there you go.
Wow, that works.
All right, the next one was Arnold Schwarzenegger. So,
Okay.
Ooh.
who's got this one?
Ooh. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Can we get there through? Wait, so Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Commando with
Alyssa
the dude that he
Milano?
drops off.
No, that guy. Yeah,
David
yeah.
Patrick Kelly.
Yes, who was in The Warriors with James Remar.
Remar was in
No,
Dredd. He was in Judge Dredd. If that helps.
That's right. And Judge Dredd, who was in a movie with Sylvester Stallone, who was in a movie called The Expendables, who was in a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, we got Schwarzenegger back to Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Good
you
job.
skipped. You went
Oh
back to
shit! Wait,
We're trying to get
We're trying to get to Billy Zane. We're trying to get to Billy Zane, Dion.
Billy Zane. My bad. Shut up.
you got this, buddy. You got this. We believe in you.
Shit.
But I mean,
Wait,
Schwarzenegger to Expendables. I think is a good one. Is a good one for sure.
Okay, and then Expendables has
Which Expendables?
well, the first one.
Okay.
Well, any of them actually.
They all got Sylvester Stallone in it.
Stallone, Lundgren, Wesley Snipes.
Billy Zane.
Wait, Dolph Lundgren was in the Expendables.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say he's also in A View to a Kill, but that means absolutely nothing because it's like
No, Billy Zane has no connection to James Bond movies that I can know.
I just want to talk about 007.
I know.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Wait,
actually think about this.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was in a movie called True Lies, which was a James Cameron film.
With John Lithgow, and John Lithgow was with Billy Zane and Memphis Belle. Boom.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, Kendo and I got one. Nick, you have to pick John Cleese. No, hold on. That's
John Cleese.
Wait.
Jeff Bridges.
John Cleese.
He's been in a lot of stuff, man.
This
been in a lot of
hold
stuff.
on. Because you do John Cleese, and he's been on a million things, but you could get wait.
John Cleese in what is it? God damn
You do Jamie Lee Curtis back to True Lies.
Or I could do. The hell was the hell? I'm fucking forgetting that movie.
Are you thinking about Rat Race? That's a fun movie.
Rat Race is actually. Oh god, Rat Race is actually
Great.
Probably get me where I need to go.
Wait, John Cleese. What was the overseeing company for their sketch show?
Oh, Monty Python.
Python.
BBC.
It was who?
The BBC.
BBC.
Okay, so it was BBC. Okay, and then there's John Cleese over the BBC. The BBC worked with
Everybody.
Yeah, Dion's trying way too
It's
hard.
like say Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheating over there.
Shut up. Y'all messing with my genius.
No, see
John Cleese.
Oh no, the BBC
That's where I was going.
worked with James Cameron, who worked on the Titanic documentary. James
That's
Cameron,
not how it
in
works.
turn, worked with I'm trying to think. We're 6 degrees, right?
It's John Cleese to Jamie Lee to Bill Paxton to Titanic, which is Billy's
Oh,
house.
Wait, Bill Paxton
Yeah,
was
actually,
in Titanic?
that works out. That's good.
That's Kevin Flynn. You were cooking over there for a minute, and I was like, "There's an audience."
Billy
Same.
Paxton.
There you go.
When was Bill Paxton in Titanic?
The opening of the movie.
Yeah,
He's the
opening movie.
fucking dude on the boat, bro.
Oh yeah.
James
Well,
Cameron.
see. Also, wait. You can shortcut that. Bill Paxton and Billy Zane are both in Tombstone.
Oh,
yeah, they are.
Okay, there you go.
Point again.
Another one of my top 10 favorite movies.
This is
Tombstone's
fun.
awesome.
So is that going to be our? We should have a 6 degrees of Billy Zane every once in a while.
Yeah, sure.
Damn right.
Yeah.
We are a Billy Zane channel.
Peter
love Billy
Dinklage.
Zane.
That one's gonna wait. Peter Dinklage.
That's
It'll be
easy. Just
easier
do Game
now.
of Thrones.
Huh?
You could do Peter Dinklage. He's in Game of Thrones with a million different fucking people, but you could do somebody like Charles Dance, and then you could work your way back to Arnold and work your way over because that's Last Action Hero.
Okay, yeah.
could
All
do-
right.
Plus Sean Bean's in that movie. Oh, there you go. Peter Dinklage worked with Sean Bean on Game of Thrones. Sean Bean worked with Nicolas Cage in National Treasure, and then we got there you
yeah.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's it. Thank you. There we go. That was fun. I liked it. Let's see. Shit, I just realized something. I don't have Explain a Film Plot Badly pulled up at all for this week. Nick, did you have anything in your archive?
Give me a second. I will.
You take a moment. We'll keep going. Let's
Hit
check
me
what
with the quiz.
Oh, you want a quiz? Okay, Coach Kendo.
Yeah.
That's what vampires don't want you to know. No, let's get you a history.
Vlad the Impaler is not actually related to Lex the Impaler, although that is often associated with each other.
Yeah, high art here on World Class Bullshitters tonight, folks.
Hey, once again, we circle back to smut.
Yeah,
It's happening a lot tonight.
they say. Well, we all know what the old worldist occupation is, but this is only adjacent to that. And I'm sure in ancient caves there were guys carving in smut.
Giant dicks.
Yes, and dinosaurs, going to town on the. Never mind.
What cave drawings are you looking at? Jeez.
He's looking
I've
at
been to
giant
Europe, okay?
cave drawing
You've
dicks
been
and
to
dinosaur
Europe.
porn.
That's your explanation. I've been to Europe. I like that.
Look,
That
I've been to
works.
Europe too, and I don't recall seeing any dino porn.
I went to Berlin. Did you go to Berlin?
No, fucking Germans.
See, I did. Yeah. Nie wieder Berlin.
I don't need
say
to go
that.
to Berlin. We've
say
already been to Berlin and took it over, so I don't
Now,
care
look,
anymore.
speaking of Germany, our friend John Thomas sends in a great super chat. Thank you, John. Kendo, a German Navy ship sailed up the Thames River blasting the Imperial March. LOL. Who says Germans have no sense of humor? Chick-fil-A is holy chicken. It's great.
First, it's pronounced the Thames, you uncultured swine. And
Thanks.
two, that is hilarious that the Germans would do that. Too bad they weren't able to do it two other times that they tried to do it because back-to-back World War champions.
Back to back.
Do we need a three-peat? No, we're good.
No, because we don't need to have.
Let's not do that and say we did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for us winning another war, but at the same time, I don't want us involved in another war.
No.
Yeah, because what is the thing that Albert Einstein said? World War III will be nukes and World War IV will be sticks and stones. Let's not do that.
But
Yeah,
they'll
he
only
also
break your
said,
bones.
"Shut up,
But
Nick,
names
you
will never hurt
ignorant
you."
bastard."
See, what Kendo said won't hurt you in World War IV.
It's true.
That's true.
Some argue
apparently
that World
I
War
will
IV is
survive.
argued on the internet each and every day. But
Dude,
I'm not one of those
every
people.
fucking disagreement on the internet's World War IV.
Dude,
We could go on the internet
Acolyte
right now. We could
cancellation.
go on there right now and say, "I'm glad the Acolyte got canceled. It sucked," and we would be involved in World War IV.
Do we really need to go there? Do we need to? Our hat's already in the race. We're way ahead of almost everybody. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Everybody thinks we got the show canceled personally. Some lady on
That
Twitter,
is funny.
because we have
some
that
woman
much
on Twitter with
pull.
a large following was tagging me in some posts about that. She's like, did World Class Bullshitters get the Acolyte canceled? Oh.
You know what? I'll take. I'll take
Look.
that.
At first, I looked
We
at her, I was
had-
like, wait a second, is this lady trolling me? And then I looked that she followed us. I'm like, yeah, she's probably trolling us. So I've had so much fun today going and taking full responsibility for the Acolyte cancellation. Folks, if anybody out there wants to tell who to blame for the Acolyte's cancellation, tell everyone that if they join the WCBS Patreon page, they'll have direct access to me. And you can call me an asshole for only $5 a month. And I will read every
Damn right.
personally.
Yeah.
You can, and you know what? If you join at the $10 tier, you can call me other words. And if you join at the $50 tier, now you can't say that word, but if you join at the $50 tier, we'd appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
And
it
thank-
for free.
And thank you for thinking we have that much fucking stroke in the grand scheme of things.
Yes, everyone on YouTube, we all have that much power to get the Acolyte. Dude, if I had that much power, you realize how much I'd fuck with people? It's like, oh, you guys are really into this show. I'm so sorry it's canceled. Why? Because I don't like The Office. Sorry, it's over.
I
Don't
just
give
like
me that
the
kind of power.
idea. I just love the idea of Jeff being like, "Yo, call me an asshole for $5 a month."
Yeah, I do.
like you just like you're like watching it, and it's just like, oh, you got insert high amount of subscribers, and you're just like, like you asshole. You're like, thank you.
Dion has left the building, folks. Let's just continue on because this is
Dion's in blast off land right now.
Yeah, well,
Shit.
you may not be alone forever, Dion.
You gotta be an asshole for a couple grand a month. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
What movie is this supposed to be? I'm gonna go with Up because I'm the only one paying attention right now. Okay, guys.
Yeah, that would be Up, although it does look like It, but that's not a choice. So Up.
It is a possibility.
You'll float too. Planes, swords, sharks. Is this? Oh, West Side Story.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
When you're jet, you're a jet. Dion, how was the West Side Story remake from Steven Spielberg? Was it breathtaking?
It wasn't breathtaking, but it was pretty good.
Hey,
Yeah,
you heard it. You heard it here.
They added a couple of new songs to it as well. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do the Thriller dance in the middle? Because I'll be there day one if they do that.
It definitely looked a lot better. Like they put some money behind it to make it look like really good.
It looked good, but they played Skippity Toilet.
Dion's dead. Anyway, let's get this going. Rose. Oh, this is easy. This is Citizen Kane. I'm not even making this fun for anybody at home. They're like, oh, they just click on it real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'll go slower. All right, what we got here?
Cactus, worm, salt. Tremors.
No. Look closer. That's not salt. It's. I had my finger pointer on it.
It's spice.
Oh, it's spice.
Random spice. Oh, Fight Club because you got the soap.
Oh, I was looking at this one. Don't talk about it. And there's two dudes fighting.
I still have never watched that whole movie. I can't get through it.
It's overrated.
Oh, that's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Is sure it's not is it? Oh yeah, duh. Because I'm like all the different cups. I'm sitting here thinking, wait, the Big Lebowski. That's not a White Russian. That's a White Russian. That was tricky.
Caucasian Russian, Jeff. You goddamn racist.
Can I be racist?
Yes, half of you can be racist.
Cool. I'm gonna be racist.
You can be racist towards yourself if you really wanted to.
Is this Titanic?
Yeah, because the jewel.
Yep.
My mom will never watch that movie again. She watched it once, and she's still almost 30 years later is like, I wouldn't have thrown the diamond in the goddamn ocean. That's all she can talk about.
I can't blame her. I wouldn't fucking watch it either again.
Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
My grandma bought it for me on tape as a kid. It was cool that she bought me something, but I was like, "Why did you buy me?" I thought in the back of my mind,
"Well, she used to beat me."
What? Oh fuck! You should be like this more often.
The way you said that, you were like, "Oh man, it was nice when she bought me something."
That's when she bought me something. I'm trying to be nice about this, having a good memory. Like, but it's Titanic anyway.
Is white girl wasted right now.
So dramatic.
Yeah, I think.
My grandma used to buy me things, then she would just beat me mercilessly.
Fuck. You made me miss Cool Hand Luke, bitch. Anyway.
My bad.
That's the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it is the Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
What do we got here?
Money,
Wonderful Life.
Yeah, Wonderful Life, yeah.
Batman.
Oh, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men. I mean, I get the coin. Call it, friendo. Oh, the Matrix.
Oh, Matrix.
Yep.
What do we got here?
The Shining.
Yep. Sorry, it's The Shinning.
The Shitting. You want to get seed? Hi, buddy.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. It is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Good job.
Hey, yeah. You know that movie also really fucking sucks.
I'm not.
No, shut up, because I used to watch it and my grandmother used to beat me.
She should have making you watch that shit.
God damn it.
You should have. Yeah, I was gonna say you should have beat her for making you watch it.
God, Dion is crossfaded right now and just can't like cope with things.
Tell me about the beginning with the apes.
That's not. Never mind.
He's mixing genres.
Pan Am's gonna be around in another 30 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's right. Pan Am. Patrick, my boy. Pan Am could have been something great.
Apparently they're bringing it back.
Bankrupt.
I didn't hear that. Someone's reviving them.
That's Daredevil.
Yeah, they're reviving Pan Am.
I went Scent of a Woman by mistake. It was like my sixth sense. Yay, we only got 2 wrong.
Oh well, we did okay.
You want here? Let's take one that we're gonna get all of them wrong. Okay. Let's see.
Fruit or vegetables?
The British royalty quiz. I don't think we do very good at that because
we're gonna suck that up.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can fuck this up. Ready?
Yeah.
In 1917, the British royal family.
Oh God, it sounded German. It was Saxe-Coburg-Gotha.
Well, we got one right. We got the first one right.
Okay, name that musical. No, guys, that's
our British grandmother beat us, and we couldn't do it.
What's going on right now? What is he doing?
You had some British in you, Dion. I thought you were just from the country.
Oh, grandmother, what is some British quizzes? Don't beat me.
So we did have a seance for Dion. I know he's
a
still
seance?
alive, but
I think we should tell him.
You mean an exorcism?
I'm possessed by an abusive British grandmother.
Just in case.
All right.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
You're a Libra, aren't you, darling? Oh, yeah, you're a Libra, aren't you, darling? Is Mr. Cleo, why we here? We here because the kids don't lie. You put up the banner, babe, and I show up. Yes, sir. Wagwan, because the kids don't lie. We have the number 1 killer here. What you thinking, Dion?
Dion,
give me the lotto numbers.
Yes. Speaking of numbers, let's pay attention to these from TLJ Screwjob. Thank you, TLJ Screwjob. Chief Brody, aka RoboCop's uncle, flies supercopter. Okay, so Roy Scheider.
Oh Lord.
He's not an airwolf.
Are we trying to get Roy Scheider to Billy Zane?
Oh,
he's in the Sequest.
Yeah.
Oh
right?
God.
Jonathan Brandis is in that movie.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. What was
with the comment of the night? Dion only liked the crow because his grandma threatened to beat him if he didn't.
That's probably at this point I would say is on the table.
Skarsgård.
No.
Okay, so
that was
Roy
the film
Scheider.
plot badly.
Oh, okay. I thought we were trying to get Roy Scheider to Billy Zane. I'm like, it's probably doable.
Yeah, not that hard,
It's
actually.
gotta be.
But let's see. So it's a Roy Scheider movie where he flies a supercopter. Not across 110th Street, because that'd be a much different movie.
Not Jaws 2.
Now, could you imagine if Jaws 2 had him fly? Wait, I think he does fly a helicopter in that movie, actually.
No, he doesn't fly one.
Jaws 3 is where the helicopter goes flying in at the beginning.
Okay.
And there's the shark attacks the helicopter and like pulls it into the water or whatever and explodes.
That's what it is. Yeah, Cable Junction. That's part 2. That's part 2.
You deserve, if you're flying a helicopter and a shark bites you, you deserve to go down. Like
I think they I think
Wait. Is that 2001: A Space Odyssey? Chief Brody, aka RoboCop's uncle, flies a supercopter because isn't he in 2010?
Yeah, he's in 2010.
Everybody says it's Blue Thunder. I've never seen Blue Thunder.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think of how to get him to Billy
Blue
Zane.
Thunder.
That's the one we're all doing.
Yeah, that's it. It's Blue Thunder. It's Blue Thunder.
It's an honorable Los Angeles
Shut up,
police
Google.
officer who is
There you go.
Yep. We're helicopter pilots, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's the woman in this movie? It's $30.56 on DVD, guys.
Ooh.
Candy Clark, Daniel Stern's in it.
Oh,
Warren
you can
Oates
get-
in it.
You can get the German Blu-ray. No, wait, that's not even German. Tonnerre de Fouet. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's Blue Thunder on Blu-ray.
Oh,
Ooh.
here's how you get him. Here's how you get him there. Roy Scheider was in The Punisher, right? With Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he was. He's the dad. He's his dad in the beginning of the movie.
That's right. Yeah.
Holy
yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Like it was like
Roy Scheider's
it was
in
like
The Punisher.
okay.
John Travolta's in The Punisher. John
Yes.
Travolta is in Face Off with Nicolas
There
Cage.
you go. There you go.
There we are. By the way, guys, we could get a copy of Blue Thunder and Stealth in a 2-pack DVD for $31.93.
Ooh,
The
Stealth?
Jamie Foxx stealth?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing left theaters in a single weekend, bro.
Did it? Oh my god, that movie that is I don't know. I really like the movie because it was trashy. It was not
Don't
good,
you-
but it was.
I love how
But
you all say that Jamie Foxx movie. Jamie Foxx is third billing in that movie, behind Jessica Biel second and
Yep.
Josh first.
Yeah,
Like,
because that guy was the yeah. Well, no, they kept putting
He
Jamie Foxx in the
died.
trailer the whole time.
Oh, I was just saying, his time has been so much kinder to Jamie Foxx. He's the superstar, and like Jessica Biel fell off. When has she been in anything lately?
Well, I mean, you know, she keeps dealing
Justin
with
Timberlake
Justin
used to
Timberlake's
be
like
in
drunk.
Her, but then they broke up.
Total Recall.
That was 12 years ago. That's not recent.
Was she in Total Recall? The shitty
Dude,
remake?
stealth is older than that, son. Don't be coming
I'm
at me.
aware that it's from 05. I'm just saying that.
Holy shit! It's almost
we
20
get-
years old.
Can we
Yeah,
get Jessica
dude.
Biel to Billy Zane?
Yeah, we can. Now, Jessica Biel is, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's actually pretty easy because there's got to be like, wait, hold on. So we got Adam Sandler to Billy Zane. That's not 1-to-1, is it? No.
Was Billy Zane in anything with David Spade?
That's the problem is I don't know Billy Zane movies.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I
Jessica
know-
Biel was in Chuck and Larry. Chuck and Larry starred Kevin James. Kevin James was in a movie called Grown Ups, which starred Adam Sandler, Kevin James,
and
And
David
Kevin
Spade.
James
David
was in a
Spade.
film starring Kevin James?
yeah, Devin
David
Spade.
Spade is in the movie. David Spade is in the movie. Yeah.
Yep.
David Spade, there you go. And then David Spade did Billy Zane where?
Oh,
Over there.
Okay.
No, hang on. Jessica
I forgot
Biel
it was.
was in.
I thought it was. Oh fuck! I forgot it was. What was it?
Dion's
Who's
all
in-
kind of fucked up.
Oh shoot!
This is kind of fun watching.
I had
his
it.
homework.
Oh shit! No. Shit. I had it at Grown Ups and I lost it. Dang.
Wait, who else? Who's in Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? Besides Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett and what's her name? Dang it. David Spade is
You could pull the Dion thing and say, hey, that had you could use production company because Uncut Gems wasn't at A24.
It was
Yeah.
A24.
So then you could just cheat. There you go. Can pull a Dion card.
I'm trying to think. So now I really want to know how to get Jessica Biel to Billy Zane. To see if we
Damn
can
it, I
hold
lost
water.
it. I had it. I lost it.
What if Billy Zane was in the Total Recall remake and we just all whiffed that? We're like, they're in the same movie.
I mean, that's very. I don't
That'd be
mean,
fun.
look, because that would be hilarious as hell. Because I didn't watch the Total Recall remake.
I was going to look up Billy Zane Jessica Biel movie and see what pops up. Billy
Oh
Zane,
shit! Okay, never mind. Here it is. Jessica Biel was in Total Recall, the remake, with Colin Farrell, who was in Daredevil, right?
Yes.
And then we just already walked that one in. So, because Daredevil, John Travolta. Hi, yes, hi. Daddy is being an asshole on
No,
the
you did the Punisher. You did the Punisher, Kendo.
Oh shit! Wait, so Daredevil had Ben Affleck, who was the bombs and Phantoms, yo. And Billy Zane
He
was in a movie called Phantom.
There you go.
Did the Dion thing.
Wait, no, that doesn't count.
Oh my god.
All right, hang on. All right, so
If you're going
Now, what
Phantoms,
gotta
you
remember,
have.
too, if you can get anybody to Terminator 2, remember Jeanette Goldstein is a direct link to Titanic. So that gets you Lethal Weapon 2 with all those actors. That gets you anybody from Aliens. That gets you anybody from T2 directly to Billy Zane. So remember,
Okay,
she's like
hey,
a key to all this.
Okay, no. Kiefer Sutherland, wasn't he the voice in the phone booth movie that Colin Farrell was in?
Yes, he was, yeah.
So that gets us Kiefer Sutherland.
Take us to the Lost Boys. There's got to be a Lost Boy in Back to the Future. No.
I'm trying to think.
Wait.
No.
No.
Well, the Lost Boys also gets us to Bill and Ted, which gets us to Keanu Reeves.
Which,
I think you're going the long way around.
yeah, like where
We
does
are
this
probably
go?
going the long way around. But there's
What
got to
is
be a way to
Keanu
do it.
Reeves?
Keanu
What
Reeves
is
in a lot
Keanu
of
Reeves? He's an
shit.
actor, Dion.
Come on. Huh?
Who are we trying to get again to Billy Zane? I'm sorry. You made
Jessica
me
Biel.
Jessica Biel. Okay, hold on.
Wait, so
see
we
if
were
I-
doing Jessica Biel to
Billy
Nicolas
Zane.
Cage or Jessica Biel to Billy Zane?
If we could get to Nicolas Cage, we're good. But
Here we go, right here. Blaze Sith 82 did it. Jessica Biel's in Chuck and Larry. Adam Sandler is with stars in Big Daddy with Christy Swanson, and Christy Swanson is with Billy Zane in Phantoms.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
no.
Okay.
Yep.
No, that
we were
was
taking
it.
the long way. Good job, Blaze.
There you go.
No, Leslie.
I told
Hedlund
you we
did not
could
have
get
another
there. I bet we can't. I bet we can't get Leslie Headland to Billy Zane.
No,
Or-
let's not do that.
No, I lied. We don't want to get her there because we don't give a shit about.
No,
Leslie.
because that's one of the seals of the 9 seals breaks when we get closer to the apocalypse. Let's not do that.
Hold on now. Russian doll. Natasha Lyonne. She's in everything.
Why?
I kept the seal closed. This is like the gate, okay? I didn't open the gate. I just looked at it like
Don't
Stephen
break the
Dorff and then
seal.
kept it.
Don't break the seal.
I haven't
Don't
drank
break
tonight,
the
Kent.
seal.
I'm okay.
Don't break the seal. Don't club the seal. Wait.
Arf.
What?
Hey, Dion, how you feeling over there, buddy?
I'm feeling good, dog. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling goosey, baby.
You
So,
doing right,
Dion,
buddy? You
repeat
doing
after-
good? You doing good?
Dion, repeat after me. I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal. See, he's chanting, Ray. He's chanting. Fucking love that movie.
Dion, I had a question for you, and I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So I saw this trailer, the preview screen, and it said brief full nudity, and then the trailer was for Joker. And I thought, are we going to have to see the Joker's wiener in this movie? Because that's going to ruin it for me.
Joker's wiener. Joker's wiener.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm always going to be a Gaga fan, especially after seeing her in House of Gucci. She was a thickums in that movie.
But what does that have to do with the Joker's wiener?
Thank you. I just was like, or why are we going to Keanu Reeves territory right now? The wrong direction. Is that how we refer to the wrong direction now? Kind of like if you're white, you're Ben Affleck. If you're Keanu Reeves, you're in the wrong direction.
Listen. Ben Affleck is going through a lot right now. Let's not pile more on this plate.
Yeah,
okay?
he's getting
Halo?
divorced from
Halo?
Jennifer Lopez again.
Wait, you're
Yeah.
getting divorced again?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Dude.
Look,
Does he
the
have?
first time. Hey, thank you, buddy. The first time you could feel bad for him, but then he got married to the bitch again. You can't feel bad for him this time. He knew what he was getting into.
yeah.
We
it's
said
all-
it on this channel. Jennifer Lopez can't be trusted. She's crazy.
She doesn't have as many rings as Tom Brady yet.
Yes.
Listen, Jennifer Lopez has been trying to lock up the Infinity Gauntlet for 20 years.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can't. She wild, man. Jennifer Lopez is a diva of all divas.
That's pretty true.
I never want to meet her, and I never will have to worry about that.
I'm cool with meeting her, but like, it's.
What do you say to her?
Exciting.
What do you say to her? Like, do you start geeking out? I just would be like, "Oh, hey, J Lo," and that's all.
I loved you. I loved you
Yeah,
when
I'd
the
be like,
colors
oh,
of fly
shit, I
girl.
love Selena, and
Yeah, you love this so
Lindsay.
much.
Serena.
The smell was great,
Wrong
too.
movie.
Listen, I will straight up tell her, be like, listen, your best role ever, the best thing you ever did was dancing in the background of a TV show in the 90s. That was it. You peaked there. That was it.
Yeah, that and the halftime show she did at the Super Bowl a few years ago with Shakira was great if you watched it on mute.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Hey, she was good in Anaconda.
Darn right.
Oh yeah. By the way, I think I just read an article where Jack Black and somebody else want to like do a reimagining of Anaconda.
It actually sounds pretty funny.
Which, well, yeah, it was like Jack Black and somebody else. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at that, and that'd be funny. I'm okay with that. If they did like a parody version of Anaconda.
Everyone's over Jack Black hate, right? Like he's back to.
I never really hated him. I know he broke things up with Kyle Gass because of like what he said on tape, which is fine. That's their thing. But you know they shouldn't have gone that route when that happened. That shouldn't have happened at all. But no, I generally like Jack Black.
Yeah, I do too.
I really do. Yeah, he's a funny dude.
You know, our chat is very interesting, guys. I got a message that says, "Remember those rumors from 2009 about Lady Gaga's wiener? How she was packing the."
Oh yeah,
yes,
I do remember.
Yes,
that.
I do. I do remember those.
There was a slow motion video of her like on the bike or something where she would turn around and then you saw something like.
Yeah, she was the new Jamie Lee Curtis hermaphrodite.
Oh God, yeah, that was the
dude.
thing.
When I went to a Halloween party dressed as Michael Myers, this girl was talking to me. She's like, "Oh yeah, that movie with your sister. She's a Hermie." I'm like, "What?" Like just out of the blue. I'm like, damn,
she's a Hermie.
Yeah,
Curtis, man, be cool.
Dude, I remember growing up like Jamie Lee Curtis being a hermaphrodite was like a total thing because like my dad had a thing for Jamie Lee Curtis. I guess probably from Trading Places. And my buddy Brandon was like, "Yeah, she's a hermaphrodite. She's a hermaphrodite." I didn't even know what the hell that was when I was like 12. And then I looked it up because the internet became a thing around that time. And I'm just like, "Oh, dude!" And I started feeling really weird about it. So I realized that was just a bizarre fucking rumor that I never learned where it came from.
Yeah. Do you think it's true?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that just gets tossed around a lot.
Speaking of tossing, Dion, what are you eating? No, we're on mute.
That's just the order Burger King, baby.
Oh, is that who was at the door earlier? It was the King himself dropping it off. I almost said the Colonel. I'm like, the Colonel is not bringing you Burger King. If he is, he's a personal friend.
Yeah. Did you order off the new fiery menu?
Yeah, and also I doubt the Colonel would come to Dion's house.
Right, probably not.
Because it's in Michigan, of course. That's what
exactly. It's in Michigan, like the Colonel's in Kentucky. It's too far. It's too far.
So the Colonel is actually immortal as long as he stays in the state limits of Kentucky. So he's still here, hanging out.
So it's kind of like Dorian Gray, but with just a border he can only like travel in.
Yeah, because he's done so much goodwill for the state of Kentucky. So
can't pass the Mason-Dixon line.
Can't pass the Mason-Dixon.
He is the Mason-Dixon line. Don't think about it. It'll make more sense.
That'd be funny.
John the Stutterer on Howard Stern interviewed Jamie Lee Curtis and asked her about the hermaphrodite thing, and she flipped out on him. Well, I guess it offended her.
Maybe.
I don't know. She seems like she gets offended a lot about tiny
she
shit
seems
like that.
uppity. Let's just say it, dude. I'm a big fan of her movies, but she seems uppity as shit.
Because I remember what was it? I think it was last year or the year before where Danielle Harris finally got to meet her when they were on the red carpet for Halloween Ends or whatever, and she was like she had a very bad experience with her because she's like, yeah, I was a little girl in part 5. She's like, who are you again? Like, and she was very like rude to her. I was like, why are you rude to her? And she's on the red carpet like you are. Like, what is going on? It was weird. It's very strange.
Yeah, I remember that story. And Danielle Harris is like really bothered by it because that became a thing online.
Maybe she is a Hermie.
Can't control her hormones.
Yeah.
That's why they're making Freaky Friday too.
Yeah. They are. I just
too freaky, too Friday.
Freaky to Friday.
Tyrese is in this one. I'm excited.
It's all about family. We're going to Olive Garden.
Unlimited breadsticks.
I'm Jimmy Lee Curtis. I got a breadstick for you.
Hey.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh God, I want to go home.
We're entering in the Borderlands.
Yep. Oh, good old Borderlands.
Oh God, it's still at the bottom of the charts. I think
better than Borderlands.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Oh
come
man.
on. The Crow is bad and dumb, and Dion liked it, and that's his opinion. This is mine.
Right.
But
Well,
we both agree that Borderlands sucks ass.
Well, according to
Yes.
today, Alien Romulus is above Deadpool.
Oh yeah, it did. It beat it
Yeah.
last weekend.
Twisters
Alien
is-
Romulus was good, man.
Yeah, Twisters is still in the top. Twisters is 5. Trap is 8. Borderlands is 9. Harold with the purple crayon is 10.
You know, I think the universe hates Zachary Levi. Like
I don't know why.
I think he accidentally flipped the switch when he was trying to stand up for the original Captain Marvel movie, and
That's what it
everyone's
was.
like, no,
Yeah.
and there's like this weird karma that has followed him ever since. Because the next Shazam failed, but they didn't really try because they're trying to reboot the universe. And then Harold and the Purple Crayon, and wasn't he? He wasn't in Imaginary Friends, right? That was somebody else. That was John Krasinski. They look the same.
No, they do. They do. They do. They're those tall white guys. Yeah, they look similar for sure. But no,
All white guys look the same, just like Jamie Lee Curtis and James Gunn. They look the same.
Yeah. They both got boy parts.
Oh my God. Oh jeez. No, I met Zachary Levi at DragonCon once. I had him sign a DVD of a movie, independent movie he did while he was like doing the 2nd season of Chuck or 3rd season or whatever. He was
the independent movie, Nick.
I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Breakfast Buffet Massacre.
No, it wasn't a horror movie. It was actually like a drama, a dramedy is what it was.
Borderlands is better than the Acolyte because Borderlands is 2 hours long. Acolyte is 8 episodes, and one has singing space witches where they chant.
Wow.
Yeah, Nick, that was my reaction too.
Not wrong.
Jeez. That's a thing. That's a
What?
thing. That singing space witches.
Oh, okay. I thought something new popped up because I looked at your face and you're just like, wow.
Oh no, I'm on IMDb looking for the movie that he was in. Okay, it was called Shades of Ray is what it was called.
Venkman or Skywalker? Or sorry, Skywalker.
No, he plays a character Ray who's half Pakistani, half white, and he's dealing with his parents and marriage and like all that other stuff as well, and like a job.
Is Zachary Levi half Pakistani?
No, they had to put him in brownface.
No.
Really?
100. Okay, no. Hold on. Before everybody gets up in arms, the director is Indian as well. So like, it was the director and the writer are both Indian, so like it's fine.
Wait. So like, if you made a movie and I was supposed to be like half Indian, I could do brownface, and you say it's okay, and that makes it okay.
That is kosher. That is kosher.
Oh, good to know.
Here's the picture of him.
You found it. Jeez.
Damn.
The internet is a powerful tool, Nick.
Oh my God. But also, what is it? You had the guy from 40-Year-Old Virgin in there, the Indian guy that works at the electronic stores in there as well.
Didn't he get in like legal trouble?
I think
In real
he
life?
did. I
Like
think
for
he
trying
might
to
have.
stab a woman or some shit?
Why did he
He-
actually fuck a goat?
I don't know. But once he removed his knife from
What is it with you guys and goats? Every time it's goats. That's the only thing I thought was funny in that movie.
I don't like the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Yeah, I don't like the movie anymore. It was like I watched it again years later and I was like, Wedding Crashers has always been better.
Paul
yeah,
Rudd is
whatever.
okay. Paul Rudd's fine in the movie. He's funny.
I agree with
And
that.
other than that, it's
I
the
thought
two
before
Indian
you know,
guys.
it's good. It's good.
That movie was that was
When
the
Kevin Hart
funny
was
part
actually
of that movie.
funny. Yeah.
I think the
Kevin
part
Hart's not
where
in that movie.
he's the guy at the stereo. You done fucked up now. Something.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm coming after you or whatever he said. And I'm just like, that guy will never be in anything. And now he's
yeah, and here he's best friends with the Dwayne.
And in
we
Borderlands,
almost watched Central Intelligence, but then I remember Borderlands.
Oh, dude, no. Central Intelligence was a mistake. Such a mistake.
not good.
Nick, could you pass for acting as a black guy?
I don't know,
Chat-
Dion. Dion, could I pass as acting for a black guy?
We need some more makeup.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll go roast in the sun for a couple hours. I'll make sure I'm like even.
Right,
I'll do both
right.
sides
Put
for
some
5
mayonnaise
minutes.
all up on you on the uncovered hair parts, and just lay out there like Bulk from that episode of Power
For the
Rangers.
flavor profile.
Oh my god. Oh dear God. Speaking of Power Rangers, I did find that tattooed teenagers from Beverly Hills or whatever.
Yeah,
I found that show. I have it now. It's in my possession.
we should watch it for the channel.
All 40 episodes. 40 episodes.
Ooh.
You should just give me a copy first, but then we should watch some episodes for the channel.
Dude,
If
no,
enough
like
people like it on Patreon, we'll be like, all right, folks, let's do keep joining.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause
watch one a
it's-
month.
Oh God. My the name is ridiculous. The name is Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. That is the full name. Look it up, it's real. I wish I was kidding. And like I watched the first episode and I thought it was a joke. Like I thought it was just a parody thing that had done on like Mad TV or whatever. But no, it's real. It's real. It's crazy.
Well, dude, the 90s were full of ripoffs. We had
Mhm.
Power Ranger ripoffs. We had Ninja Turtle ripoffs. Some argue that Power Rangers is a Ninja Turtles ripoff, but it doesn't really rip it off. It's
a
lot.
Voltron ripoff.
No, Sentai beats Voltron in existence.
I disagree.
I mean, I could just go get a calendar and be like, hey, bitch, in 1979, Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man the first Sentai show? No. He's one of them. He's an early Sentai show. Anyway, that's a factoid nobody cares about. Hey, you got your copy of Stealing Soul. I'm glad you you got it quickly. Kevin Flynn knows what's up. He got one fulfilled on air. And today I had my new lap record. I had somebody buy it at like 3:40, and by 4:15 I was on the way to the post office with it. So folks, if you like quick turnaround, check out my stuff. Also, too, we're going to be doing the Woke Busters fulfillment very fast. I have a group of people that are going to help me. We are going to fulfill that book efficiently, quickly, and we'll live stream it. We'll have some fun. We can celebrate. And when they're all fulfilled, maybe we'll bust out some champagne or champagne-adjacent products, and we'll have a good time. We'll party. We'll finally celebrate Woke Busters being done. So, thank you, Kevin. I'm glad you enjoyed the book so much. Appreciate that. Yes, the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. I watched that show every day because I loved it. I thought Servo was a cool design. Only problem, the toys were crappy, they broke, and they have new ones out now, but they're really overpriced. And I kind of want to pay like $200 for Gridman, but I also won't pay $200.
Oh, okay. I remember watching this because Matthew Lawrence was in it. Yeah, that's why I watched it. It was weird.
Superhuman Samurai.
Whoa.
It was on before school every day. Like I watched that and Power Rangers on different channels, but before first grade.
Was this the one where he went kept going to the into the computer and like attacking like an actual virus that looked like a kaiju? I guess
played by Tim Curry.
Whoa! You cannot say that word anymore. They are
what Curry? Spiced gravy.
Spiced gravy.
Now VR Troopers they tried hard with VR Troopers since
VR Troopers was the other one. Oh my god.
VR Troopers sucked though. Like I did not like VR Troopers.
I kept getting confused between VR Troopers and Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. They looked similar to me.
The guys are red and blue. Like there's base designs across all these Japanese. Hell, even anime, the stuff that people love goes on about today. Like, oh, you got to read this and watch that. Speaking of manga,
dude, you're gonna see so many anime costumes at Dragon Con. You have no idea.
If I wish there was a way to take a shot on camera for every anime character we saw as we walked by, we wouldn't make it through the show, would we?
We'd make it 2 feet. And we'd be dead.
Well, let's have a good time. And
I'm about to say we could just stand still and like on the street as they pass us, and we would just die immediately from just alcohol poisoning. That's what would happen.
Well, let's not do that.
Let's not do that. Yeah.
No, the Power Rangers ripoffs were they're all terrible. Was it Big Bad Beetleborgs? That was
that one too. Oh my god.
Yeah, those kids lived in a house. Was it Flubber, Slime, or something? I don't remember the ghost's name. It was stupid, but he looked like Elvis. Yeah, the 90s were a weird time. We put everything.
Dude, they copied the crap out of that out of Power Rangers. Oh my god.
I didn't even like the Power Rangers parts.
Flabber was his name apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
that was dumb. He looked like Jay Leno. Thank you, Jose. Yeah, I loved all these shows though.
Let's
Like,
see.
there's a Power Rangers shelf. There is no VR Troopers behind me. There's a giant cardboard cutout of a Power Ranger figure. That's what that thing is right here. It's not a VR Trooper figure. I had a VR Trooper figure in the 90s. I didn't like it. It was Power Rangers were cool and could do shit. This guy, he could do like a karate chop because you moved his arm up and down. They were disappointments. You thought that the Beetleborgs were Power Rangers. They all look the same after a while.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. At some point, they all started to just like be on at the same time, and yeah.
Ghost Rider, that was a good show. Remember that purple slime monster that was like the 6-part episode? That was legit.
Ghost Rider. I don't.
Yeah, it was like a little bouncing ball, like on PBS.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
Ghost Rider, word. Yeah, I watched that shit all the time because it was like PBS. You felt like you were learning something.
Yeah, it was on. That's what it was on. It was on PBS. Yeah,
I watched so much PBS as a kid. I watched Arthur a little bit, but we're talking like Carmen Sandiego.
Wow. Oh yes, Carmen Sandiego. Oh my god,
that was the best one on there. And then
that was my favorite show.
That was good. What else was Where in Time as Carmen Sandiego was pretty good too. The other show that they had like go on a spaceship and answer trivia questions.
Well, wasn't that the cartoon of Carmen Sandiego as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
the Where in the World one.
Yep.
By the time it was Where in Time, I was kind of out of it because I was a little older then. But I loved Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego because I was usually getting the answers correct and them stupid kids weren't. And I was like, how are you missing this? This is so easy. And I was that kid that I'm like, I want to be on that show because I could beat the brakes off of every one of these other kids on there. And I just never sent them the little thing to try to be on the show.
I want to go on the game show circuit, Kendo.
Go on the game show circuit.
Yeah, I don't want to go for like Wheel of Fortune or the big ones. I want to go for those like syndicated cable shows that have really low bars and just go on as many as possible. Just
I want to go on Kids Jeopardy just to beat the shit out of all those kids in Jeopardy. And then
if you just take out at Jeopardy, I mean that's more accurate for what you can do. But whatever. Man, there's a lot of good. A lot of love for Carmen Sandiego. PBS was great 30 years ago. Yeah. PBS was still great through the 90s. I didn't really like Wishbone, but Dragon Tales was the worst show ever. Yeah, PBS wasn't all winners. Yes, I remember Zoom. Was it Boston, Massachusetts? Was where you had to send it in the I don't know, your little card or something. I watched a lot of kids TV. I watched a lot of TV as a kid. That's just it. Like,
oh yeah, dude. No, I was I was a big Nickelodeon kid. Lots of Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah.
Buttnick. Yep.
You
Double Dare, things like that. You
could tie him to Billy Zane real quick.
Who?
Buttnick, the kid from Salute Your Shorts. He's in Terminator. He's in Terminator
2. Yeah.
Stars Jeanette Goldstein, who's in Titanic, which has Billy Zane.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sorry,
there you go.
Now I'm gonna live in that forever.
Yeah, we invented a new game.
Jeff's gonna have the red strings across his room. It's like, I know every movie that's connected.
You know what we're gonna do is we're just gonna text each other. That's what we should do. We should just be like, all right, we pick a random actor. I'll be like John Waters doesn't count, he's a director, but it'll be like Philip Michael Thomas. Boom. And then you're like, oh shit, I gotta get to Billy Zane in 6 steps. That's hard.
Jeez.
You could do it. Use Miami Vice.
Oh man, there's a show I need to rewatch.
You do.
Need to rewatch it. That's a good show. That first episode gets me every time, man. Fucking love it.
It's the best one. It's 90 minutes long.
It's so good.
They used to market that as a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, on videotape, they would release them all at once, like all in one episode. Because that's how it is on the Blu-ray too. When you turn it on, it's all just one long episode. But they used to put that on tape and sell it as Miami Vice the movie. So
nice.
That is kind of weird. Like you watch the movie version of Miami Vice, but Crockett and Tubbs aren't friends. You're just like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Then there was the one with the Jamie Foxx that came out.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
No, but that guy had a very distinct look to what he was doing. Like he did, I think.
Or Michael
Was it-
Mann. Sorry, Michael Mann. Excuse me.
Michael Mann, yeah. Well, yeah, no, because I mean, look at Heat and look at that, and also Collateral, and then I think he also did Black Hat.
Yeah, but he
So,
created the show Miami Vice.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I was talking about the
No. What I'm saying is, I think you're on the right path, but I was just saying, like, his style is so different than what the show Miami Vice is. But it's but it's the same guy doing it. So it's just oh, now the movie's made like his personal style.
Yeah, because I rewatched Heat the other night and I was like, this is still fucking good. This is still like great. It's I think it's over 2 hours long or about 2 hours long, and it's like this is perfect. I love this. The pacing is great.
5?
Huh?
Is it the best movie of 95?
It might be. I don't know. Like yeah, when you get into the 90s, like it's it varies, but that one was really good. It was like Al Pacino went nuts and had a good time. You could tell.
Al Pacino's great.
Yeah, that's a damn good movie.
I need to watch Miami Vice again.
You do. We should at least do one Patreon video for Miami Vice. If the people comment on it, we'll do more. Let's wait for Dion to close things out as we're getting closer to 3 hours.
I don't think he's coming back.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I think he's kind of.
Oh wait, I didn't want to do that on mine. There we go.
Yeah.
Now, if he pops back up, he will be welcomed back on the show, of course. But folks,
I feel like I feel like he was fading faster for a bit. He was crossfaded.
He was getting very slap happy.
Yeah.
He was very fun tonight.
He was.
He was a firework.
Never quote Katy Perry again on this channel, Kendo, or else we're not going to be friendly, man.
I just wanted to see his colors burst.
I'm going to show you some.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
When he's up in the sky.
Our friend M-Pause, thank you very much. Did you change the way you spell your name? Anyway, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Ken Dude, who's your favorite Jimmy Vollmer, Chris? Who is your favorite Jimmy Vollmer, Chris Jimmy, or Steroid Jack Jimmy?
Oh, I was for some reason thinking about the whole. Here, play with your blocks. I was thinking about the whole the Crips thing earlier today because for some reason I saw something popped up on the internet about Boys in the Hood, and I'm like, oh yeah, Boys in the Hood. And then for whatever reason, my brain immediately went to the "Are you born a Crip or can you become a Crip?" because of the whole Jimmy Timmy thing when they become Crips. But my favorite is probably Steroid Jacked Jimmy because Up the Down Steroid is probably in my top 5 favorite episodes of South Park.
I got to go back and watch that one. What season is it?
8. I think it's 8.
Hey, buddy. We're waving back to you.
I want to say it's season 8, maybe episode 6 or 7. So my favorite episode is also in that season. That's season 8, episode 1, Good Times with Weapons. And I cannot believe that that's fucking 20 years old at this point.
Yeah, time flies, man. Chappelle Show season 2, the comedy legend that is Rick James bitch is 20 years old this year. Like time has flown by quickly.
Oh wow, yeah.
Back when
Soon you'll be
didn't have you.
Guy.
And
then we'll be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm done with this whole show. Let's close it out.
Let's go home.
Let's go home. So, folks, thank you for watching. It's been a blast. It's been a different show tonight, a little different, but that's good.
Been good though.
Dion was toasted.
Yeah, Dion,
one of Dion's finest hours.
Yeah, Dion like Icarus. When flew a little close to the sun, and then he got burned.
Oh, you mean this sun right here, Nick?
Oh God,
Ring Light Jeff is now a thing. Here we go. Wait, this is the face of Buffalo Jeff. Hello, Dion. Just like that. Is that creepy enough?
I feel like that would mess with him enough.
Hello, Dion. There we go. I gotta work on that. I don't do that voice in my everyday life, surprisingly enough, I don't just sit in the mirror or stand in the mirror and go, I'm not gonna do the voice.
I hope you don't sit in the mirror and do that stuff. That'd be weird.
I mean, that's how people practice things like ventriloquist and shit.
Yeah, but you don't need to be a ventriloquist to be Buffalo Jeff because I don't have a
No,
skin
you don't.
I can't, do anything like that.
Well, there's
Hey,
your next.
that would be a fucking weird.
That's how
visual-
you.
I got it right.
That's how you evolve to the next level. Is you get a skin puppet. That's your ventriloquist dummy.
Like I said, I would love to remake the Silence of the Lambs trailer, but with Buffalo Jeff and Dion. Like I really want to do that.
We're gonna
remake the episode of the Twilight Zone with the ventriloquist with Jeff and Dion.
But Buffalo Jeff officially refers to his fans now as his skin puppets.
Oh my God.
You are all
There
my
you go.
children in part 2. You are.
Yeah.
All the skin puppets. There you go. That works.
You are all now my skin puppets. Dion is my favorite.
Oh man.
All right, now, folks, be on the lookout for our Dragon Con coverage. Be on the lookout for all the fun stuff we're going to be putting on the channel. I'll have the Acolyte merchandise video tomorrow for you guys. I wanted to talk about the change.org petition, guys. That just made my day. Like, the Crow brought me down, but the Acolyte actually pushed me up at the beginning. So, overall,
Jeez,
still a solid day.
That petition, man. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, he doesn't like it either. Who would?
Yeah. He's going to grow up knowing that there's really only 3 Star Wars movies and occasionally a 4th one that has no other movies before it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Rogue One.
So apparently the petition is at 14,690 signatures.
Wow, that actually doubled since this morning.
Yeah, but the next goal is 15,000. I doubt they make it any further. I really do.
Oh, see, here's the thing. This will get 1 million signatures because people are trolling it. Have you read the comments?
Oh yeah, no, I have, yeah.
Yeah, it is it's gonna get all the signatures and still not get a second season. Because folks, if all 1 million of you that signed this petition gave $1, was it $18? Then you could get another season. But you have to sign up and give $18. You gonna do it? I don't think so.
Well, and also like leave the show.
Sorry, no,
running.
wait, $180 because I can't do math because it's late.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, if 15,000 of them got it, and then like they kept the show running in the background of their TVs for a couple of days, it'd probably make a difference. But
Now, folks, if you want to do that with WCBS videos, that does make a difference.
you know what? I would love to troll them with like our own like Disney Plus affiliate code.
I would like that too.
Because like, what are they gonna like? Either way, we win.
Yeah. WCBS, we always win.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Like I keep telling you, folks, you find wonderful people that backed Wokebusters. There's no new update. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's just about the enter printing, and that's it. And then it comes directly to you. But we'll have updates. Send your backer surveys, please. I'll make sure I get that taken care of so we can get the books out to everybody. I don't know if they're going to do a mock season 2, but they're definitely not going to do a regular one. Forget Film Threat. Yeah, I'm down to have Chris Gore. I was the first person in our community to have him, I believe. We had him on the High Council 2020 during the pandemic. So Chris Gore is cool in my book. We should.
Yeah, but if you want him, you gotta add him and add us.
Yeah,
so.
That's what you guys do because we will reach out and ask people. But if they get a bunch of ats on Twitter, then they're going to go, oh, okay. So just say, hey, we want you guys together, and we'll get Chris on a High Council or something on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
night.
dude. I'll get on there too, and really ask some fun questions about film and what's happening and what he's seeing and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, they're doing a mock season 2. They're looking for voice actors. Well, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm like, hey, I want to do that. Because yeah, I'd like to do that voice acting. I want to be Ray or May. That's who I want to be. Not OSHA. I want to be the evil one with the Rick James braids that cuts him off because fuck that show. I'm done.
Well, I mean, we do have the Alien show next year to watch, and Stranger Things as well. It's coming out in May, apparently. That's the date. That's the
Stranger Things college.
No, Stranger Things middle age because those
Middle age.
old.
But here's the thing: they're still filming here in Jackson or wherever the heck the town is. Actually, Jeff, we can go up there and check it out whenever you're down here.
It's pronounced Yaxon. It's a soft Y.
Oh, I'm
Nick. They're
sorry.
soft Y.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is Slavic. I forgot. It's a little Slavic town in Georgia.
The whole state of Georgia is very Slavic.
I need to get the fuck out of here.
You just moved there a couple years back. You're there
No,
for
I
what?
didn't. Not a couple of years back. It's been almost Jesus Christ, almost 10.
I knew you before you moved down there.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I've known you for a decade this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I think one of the days we don't go to the convention, we can head up to that town and see if we can see any filming or any set stuff or what's happening there. So
Yeah,
You guys-
just walk around going, "Hey, where's the waffle girl and that Finn Hardcock guy?"
And that's how Jeff and Nick got arrested in Georgia. Neither of them looked the part.
and we called Deanna to come bail us.
No,
That'd
man.
be a bad
Dion
idea.
doesn't have the street cred or the social cred to get us out of jail. We had to call Kendo. He had to get on a plane and get us out.
That'd be funny. That'd be
Like,
awesome.
they called her the waffle girl and the hardcock guy. I don't know where the hell they got that idea, but that's uncouth.
Well, I mean, Kendo, that's how we get the loan in Wolfbusters because of you and your whiteness. So thank you, Kendo.
It does come in handy occasionally.
I'm glad you paid
Oh,
off your credit card debt. It took mine away magically too.
You know, that's the one thing. Like, apparently, all of our stuff got hacked the other day. But at the why can't they hack shit and then just make all my loans disappear? Like, suddenly my car is paid off.
You mean pull a Fight Club where everybody's debt drops to zero?
Yeah, I mean,
Could you
they
guys
want to
ahead
hack and just pay my car off.
Well, I mean, they did. I mean, they didn't really hack things in that movie. They were more aggressive, let's say.
Yeah. And that damn song played.
Yeah, I associated with that song. I associated with that song with that movie for the longest time.
I still think of
Long
Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah,
Or
but the
Pop
book
and
the
Nicole.
book is far more vile and more entertaining.
Well, I need to read it one day.
Yeah, it's
American
it's a-
Psycho first, because American Psycho is better.
That's a
than
good
Fight
book.
Club.
That's a very.
I need
good
to.
book.
I need to. I want to attempt it, but I don't want to be disgusted and like burn it afterwards.
You will not. Okay.
Take a shower afterwards, Nick. Okay, be a man.
So look, I've read the American Psycho book
Ooh, they
3
don't
times.
look at it.
Yes, I've read 3 times. You won't be disgusted.
No.
by it.
I'm talking about it. Stephen King. It.
Oh yeah, I tried starting to read that one, and I'm like, wait, I know what's going to be coming soon. I'm not watching. No.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I didn't.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't-
Ew, gross.
Yeah, no,
I've
American
read some
Psycho.
on
No,
American
American
Yeah,
Psycho.
that's what
I'll probably skip the chapters about music in American Psycho, but that'll be about
That
it. So.
look, like I was going to say, I've read 3 times. The only thing I have not read in that book, each of the 3 times, was the entire fucking 10-page chapter on Whitney Houston.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
I
thing I'd
don't.
probably skip.
Look, she sang a great national anthem. She wanted to dance with somebody. Bobby Brown beat her ass up, and she fucking died face down, ass up in a bathtub. So I don't need 10 pages about Whitney Houston music. My aunt loved Whitney Houston. Good enough.
There you go. But yeah, no, I was thinking about picking up it because I really like the movies, and I want to get kind of prepared for the show. But then, like, yeah, it's
Nick?
really disturbing.
What is the best version of it?
I want to say the '90s version because you had a little bit of violence in there, but it was a complete movie and story, and it was just hokey enough to keep you going. And then like Tim Curry fucking nailed it. I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
Tim.
the can part.
Oh my god, dude. Tim Curry above Sarsgaard. I do love Sarsgaard. He did do it justice. He did do a really good job. But I blame the studio for part 2. Part 2
Part
shit the
2
bed.
is not as good. No,
Because
Part
they
1
went
was a great movie, though.
because of Stranger Things, they went more on the kids, and they should have done that. They should have just done the adults.
Yep.
But yeah, I wish they had gone that route and made it actually what it was, like kids, and then the adults would have been great, but they didn't. So
Plus, John Ritter's in the original one, and John Ritter's great.
he is.
R.I.P. John Ritter.
So is Harry Anderson. R.I.P. to him too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who else is dead from that movie? Is John Boy Walton still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, but the show should be
Cool.
interesting that's coming out.
I mean, I'll watch it. I love horror TV shows. So
Yeah, we'll definitely review that for the channel.
Oh yeah.
Whenever it comes out.
I was
Sometime next
wondering
year.
why you were talking about Tim Burton in the chat. I was like, yeah, Tim Burton did survive today. Thankfully, like I like Tim Burton, but I hope he has many years left.
Well, what happened with Tim Burton?
Oh no! Aurora, I was just messing with Aurora Uplinks, who was talking about. Oh wait, I meant Tim Curry.
Yes, Tim Curry is still somehow alive, which is crazy because of how like every 6 months he's got some new debilitating health condition.
Yeah, I've seen video of him lately, and like it's not good.
That would just be a nod and smile and a walk away. Good day to you, sir. And that's
yeah.
Just if I ever get that bad, guys, just give me the old Yeller treatment. Seriously.
Oh, we'll get you before that. Don't worry.
You will not see. I'll
here's right now, Kendo.
Here's the guarantee I'll make. You won't see it coming. Okay.
That's fine. Actually, no. I want to see it coming so I can stand up and be a man about it. Just all you gotta do is say, "Hey, let's go out there behind the barn back." I knew it. Let's go.
It's time, Kendo.
So we wheel him out there.
Be like, you don't, and I'll be fucking cussing you and shit talking you all the way, and be like, you don't have the fucking balls to do it, Nick. You can't look me in the eyes and do it. You can't because you're a bitch.
I would be a bitch because you're one of my best friends, and to do that to somebody that I've known for a long time would be terrible.
I literally just gave you a verbal living will that it's not even a DNR. It's a don't even let it get to that point. Just
okay. I'm not okay. Fine.
By tomorrow, we'll have thousands of verified people that heard.
Within a couple of days, Nick's gonna be out here, be like, "Look, hey, I'm here to take you out because you're deteriorating." Like, bitch, I didn't fucking mean now.
You didn't give me a time or like a condition or whatever.
It only works for me right now. I'm never available again.
I'll give you the Iggy when it's getting to that point. I'll just be like, hey. Until then, don't.
That's your signal. It's like, hey, all right, I'll be there. I'll be there in 24 hours.
If I give you that come hither, hey thing, and the clicking of a weapon, a distinct metallic clicking sound.
Oh, you became a bitch. Goony goo goo. All right.
Oh my god.
All right, well, now we're having too much fun.
Yeah, the audience is like, wait, these guys were leaving, and now it's getting better.
I know it happens every time. It's
like we know we're in the home stretch. Let's ramp it up to end.
We'll call it the Goonie Goo Goo effect.
Yeah.
Oh man, but no, yes, Sarsgaard is Bill Sarsgaard is up for the show, so it's gonna happen, and we'll see what happens next year with it. So
next week we should talk about the Goonie Goo Goo effect in front of Dion, and just not.
You'll have no idea what the hell is going on.
Like, yeah, bro, Kendo has an agreement. The Goonie Goo Goo living will.
Yeah,
we'll just take it. Speaking of Eddie Murphy.
Motherfucker, dick, pussy, snot, and shit. Good night. Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.
Played the full version that time.
It don't matter now.
Yeah. It's past midnight here in America. So, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. Be on the lookout for some videos tomorrow and some fun content coming all the time from WCBS. You guys like our shorts, so we'll keep taking those as well. But
dude, it's the comments on TikTok are getting spicy. It's fun.
Really?
Oh, I intentionally change all the titles for TikTok to be engaging. Like when people say like what you do intentionally, every TikTok one is how can I trigger these weird ass kids? How can I get them good?
It's working because like I'll open it up like 30 minutes apart and they'll be just like boom comments, boom likes, boom followers. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yes, it's fucking working.
Like you're tricking a whole group of people and it's like it's getting vile in there. Like
this platform, it's working everywhere else. Nick, we got a check from Rumble already. Not a big check, but a check.
That's so funny.
Saying, like,
because it's one of those things where it's like I thought X and Facebook were vile, but like TikTok is like, oh my god. What's going on?
I welcome all challengers. I'm like Uwe Boll. Okay.
Oh no, I'm no better. I'm egging them on in the comments too. Don't worry, it's happening.
I'm just saying, like, I may not be the world's biggest Dusty Rhodes fan, but I do know the Atomic Elbow, and I'm just, I'm a little rusty. I'm ready to get some practice in.
Yeah, I think we're at like 350 followers on there. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, we have terrible viewership on TikTok, but that's tripled what it has been lately because it was nothing. So it's like,
let's see, we're at 325 right now, and we do have a bunch of comments, already.
Good.
Yeah,
well,
just people just like
on there.
calling. Yeah, people calling us all kinds of names. It's fine though.
Cool.
Gotta love it. The hate is what fuels us.
See, TikTok gets special videos too because I will have like the clips go out and some of them are a little longer. I'm like, wait, this is like a 4-minute clip. That's TikTok video length, and then boom. So people are watching.
Dude, it's hilarious, really. I mean, they're just like it's fun, really.
Sharon, I will do that. So, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.